GG. That's a
Welcome
fight for
to,
side done.
welcome to
Great
the
play from
stream,
NAOS.
everybody.
Yeah, now NAOS will have the priority
6 in the
in the
morning,
side
and I
selection
just woke
for
up.
one into
Saw
the
the
series.
fucking
And
JDG loss, which
that
is
always
spoiler
to be
alert,
expected
sad as
for any of
fuck.
these teams, except they want to change
Rip the
things
goats.
Oh man. Now they can go for red side. Most of the time, a lot of APAC teams love going for the red side because they prioritize the double.
So this
double
is gonna be a
push
big ol'
before-
L for
before
NAOS.
So that's why
If the prediction that ARM is for frauds narrative come true,
went out.
and if that is really funny.
NAOS.
Because I think I'm like,
Them are also gonna go out first before they head into
what's
the
my
game.
fucking record on predictions? I think I'm like, I don't know, I think I'm like 12. No, fuck, I'm like the 20s now, aren't
for
I?
now.
Gonna go to the
Hold up,
restroom
we're gonna
for sure.
check my
We're
fucking
looking at the
prediction record.
referees, we're looking at the player. But there's just a lot of expectations
But,
between the Blacklist and
uh,
also the other side for now. There are a lot of shifts into the composition.
21 and 5, and I'm pretty sure most of those games are fucking. I'm 21 and 5.
There's just a lot of champions that they're able and they're capable of using.
Yep. Choose side first.
My
for
friends
now.
are 21 and 5 right now on the Twitter, by the way, if y'all are interested in that. I'm pretty sure 4 of these are from NAOS.
But for everybody
Because
here who came from Worlds,
I predicted against them with INV. I predicted against them
Welcome back.
with
welcome back everyone.
whoever they played after that, and then I
Other
predicted
dimension.
against them when they played against Nova as well. So 3 of those guys would be NAOS, not 4. They didn't play 4 games, right?
It's a
Look.
Different universe.
yeah, it's a different universe.
The-
That's way better.
The
We also have JDG here in Wildcat, don't worry.
Oh, yeah. But they lost.
But they lost too, so I think that's the same from what happened in Worlds, everybody. So yeah, you're probably aware. For everyone who came from the T1 versus JDG battle, for all the fans, T1 has already won. Oh, wait,
It's a mirror. It's a mirror.
I have the
dimension.
same water bottle.
So JDG got fucking
I have
owned.
the
That's
same
good for
water
my
bottle as Golden
predictions.
Kite.
But yeah, I'm 21 and 5. 3 of those are from
They
predicting
have the same
NAOS wrong.
strength though.
So this is gonna be a really
Oh.
funny series if
Oh,
now
I'm kidding.
lose because I predicted them to
I'm
win.
kidding.
But I think they look
I
pretty
hope
good
so.
against Nova.
But
Oh man.
I think that they're probably gonna get
yeah, it's a
counter-strategied
mirror.
to
It's
shit
a mirror
though.
dimension.
If they don't, that's gonna be
No,
insanely
JDG
funny
lost
because
in-
they look like fucking ass
On
right
the
now.
other timeline,
Like, I mean, not ass, but like they look super,
don't worry.
I guess
For the
new,
Wilder fans out there.
like pub stompy
It's
would be
the
the right
same.
word.
Pretty
Like they
much
look
the
like there's just massive
Much
holes
the
in their
same.
game.
Yeah. You got that right.
I think
it's
that
it's
Nova
almost the
didn't
same, everybody.
bother
So,
to
yes,
exploit.
we're
They
still
just,
waiting for the
like,
players to.
what you do to beat NAOS right now is just throw different looks at them, and then see who throw different looks at them and figure out what they're actually not great against. Because everybody's just throwing the one look at them, and I think they're
Oh,
dealing with it pretty well.
And I feel like
Not
if
perfect
G2
there,
Blacklist is
pretty
able to
well.
beat NAOS, I think that also dictates their strength here in APAC. Because currently NAOS is one of the teams that is currently leading when it comes to points, that is also currently leading when it comes to like serious wins, right? So G2 Blacklist, if they're able to take down NAOS, this will change, and this will be the signal how G2 Blacklist would perform in the following year.
Yeah. So let's see how they will be able to perform this coming games. The question still remains: who is going to be able to get themselves at the top in this game? 'Cause
I mean,
that would
This is probably the fight
who's
for this
gonna
top of the
stay
conference
there.
slot at this point.
Right now, Esports.
Hey, DRY hasn't played enough games.
people are
Love the
doing
vibe band. Fade looked really good on that. I want to see if he has anything else in this pool.
Nova Esports on their past game this week.
Yeah, it was Ash Curry. It was Murmo who was back on his Ash on that series.
Casters are gonna fucking
I'm
top
telling
up
you,
this
if
Ash.
Zach
Honestly,
Dobrick,
wasn't that
if
great.
now sees a perspective that Ash could be used, as we always see it in CN Conference, to be that utility bottom laner, Murmo and Naos could make it work. Coach Lucid could make it work.
If they don't ban it now. Oh,
don't.
they banned the Fjord of Calm.
Yeah.
That is an Ash open. But
Okay, so this
G2B
is a Fiora
also
angle.
take Ash
They're gonna
into
try to
the
Fiora
fight,
V1 here.
and that would be way better for them. But there's a lot. of
We
teams
also have
that
Ziggs as well.
There's, I was about to say the Evelyn. There's an Aura.
Mitsura looked actually very fucking good on the Ziggs.
Yeah, this was what G2 Blacklist has done before, but they want the security for Imes as champion.
Yep.
Or even potentially KD if they
I love
really
that
want
shit.
to let him play Camille, but considering
So like I said, I like Camille if you're banning Fiora Jax, because
picks up
then
the
she
Ziggs
actually
for
has good
himself.
matchups in lane.
Picks up the Ziggs, the nice golden kite. The Ziggs pick up here. There's not a lot of choices anymore for them.
I mean, I think I'd like to just see like Ziggs or and Ziggs Zeri.
So that they have their dragon lanes.
But I think this is not totally out of this world coming from now. Smurma has been playing Ziggs ever since he started into Wild Rift Esports, ever since he was playing for Wild Rift Esports overall. So I think it is on the good hands if it ever comes down into bottom lane. But G2 Blacklist hovering onto Twisted Fate is a little bit of an unexpected thing to do, but locking into Jace instead.
Goes for the chase. This could go for Aaron, this could go for KD.
This Jace is slightly interesting because it could be mid, could be jungle. So Hawaiba played that crit Jace jungle. So that's something that I'm immediately like, where is it actually going?
Aaron who used it before, and now considering that Varus has been picked up, it will be the perspective that Aaron would pick up.
I like the Jace. I don't think it's bad. I'm not a huge fan of the Varus. I think I prefer this to be like
they need someone to carry in other lanes. If
Kaisa.
Jace is brought into the mid lane, this could be
I think that it's a better gap closer that you
There's
also
just
like a little bit
lot
more
of
with the Camille.
Blacklist
I don't value the
can
Varus ult
do, this is what
hugely
we're
against
saying about
this sort of
but
comp
that
right
knocks
here.
it onto Kha'Zix that could really just assassinate these squishy targets like the Varus.
Yeah, and Johnny put it in can be a problem.
I don't love the Kha'Zix. I talk about it in the VOD review that I'll probably put up later today in the NAOS Nova game. But if you're playing Ziggs, I really want your jungler to have some form of hard CC. Or you need to draft some form of hard CC around him. Or at least I prefer that. I think that gives you a lot more options in terms of like, if you're actually going to play like a poke comp, you need to be able to hit that Mega Inferno bomb, the inner circle, and not the outer circle. That makes sense. I like the Zeri ban as well.
Potential into the mid lane where now still doesn't have any.
The Caliban probably should counter pick. I feel like Vladimir is still the answer. Don't mind the Ashe. I think Ezreal's probably the lock. Ezreal Kaisa.
Just go for an ADC on this next pick. So it's Xayah, most likely.
If they lock Xayah, they're fucking trolling.
Xayah or Lucian. Lucian could be good.
Kaisa's also open for them to pick up if ever they want to go for. There's just a lot of perspective here for NAOS esports to pick up. But instead they're going for
why are they holding it?
Laner, which leaves the mystery still open on what Murmo would pick up, what Mitsura will have for himself in game 1.
Yeah. Calm going for the ribbon because the Fiora has been banned. I love this pick. That is going to be a great pick for them. The win is going to be hard.
If they lock in the Yasuo, we know a few things. So this automatically tells you it's got to be Jace jungle.
That is also going to be okay.
Also basically sort of gives you role assignments. It's likely the Camille top, unless they're doing like some weird Yasuo top, Camille jungle, Jace mid shenanigans. I think it's relatively unlikely.
They just need someone to knock out. They need someone to set up the plays. And Nautilus is indeed someone that could set up the play for
if they lock Xayah here, they're trolling.
With that opening.
Oh no.
This champ is dog awful. I don't know how to explain how bad she is. I talk about it in the VOD review again of NAOS Nova, but she doesn't actually do anything in terms of like if she falls behind. I think it's like an okay angle for her because like
really understandable in picking up the
you're like not really playing any sort of team comp here. I don't know. I don't love this draft from NAOS.
Let's go pick up the Camille first.
Because it's like
double bluff here.
Riven kind of wants to go in, Cosmos kind of wants to go in, Ziggs wants to poke, Xayah wants to get engaged on, and then Ornn kind of does a little bit of everything. And so it's like, well, what the fuck are we actually doing?
The fight for them, because the only problem that I can see is the Hold of the Forge God. Hold of the Forge God wouldn't get a really good setup just because of the wind wall. That's why, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, wind wall, Braum shield, all that stuff very good into the Ornn.
You're not gonna have an easy time into setting.
You just have to be more careful about the angles that you're gonna take, I think. Because you can also do like weird flash plays where you're gonna like flash in front of the wind wall or flash next to it to stop the Yasuo.
Because they have something else prepared. We were thinking about the Zeri pickup for themselves into the mid lane, but they banned it. And that's just a signal for them to pick something.
Surprised that the Ashe wasn't picked. This is a great flex pick from
NAOS Esports just having the Ziggs on the mid lane. But the problem here is you're facing a Yasuo in the mid lane, and it's not going to be an easy fight for sure.
100%. Right. You have the wind wall to also deny those bombs. You have a lot of mobility built into Yasuo as well as the utilization of the passive that Aaron could deny that there is damage from the
No vision gained, which is really fucking weird. I don't know why you're sending 4 here if you're not trying to stop any sort of vision. Unless you're like really weird about them making an aggro play vision in the blue side, but I feel like they'd be more likely to go red. No early vision on either side. Oh, by Jace, when eyeball collector, oh boy. This is gonna be a fucking hell of a game, and so did Kha'Zix. This is how you know these people don't pay attention to any sort of fucking detail.
Other supports that we have in the game, for example, what Gragas and Galio could do. Once you get the dredge slide, you
got one there. We got one in top side. I think this one's probably in this pit, because that's usually where that ward is. I don't see why they'd put it in Tri-Brush.
Expectedly, I'm hoping that not
Any other wards? You got the yellow there.
Automatic pop-off.
Yellow here.
I think that will help a lot when it comes to D2.
There's no way that's a ward right there. They gotta fucking... Whatever's going on with this overlay and wards, they gotta fix that shit.
Have that into consideration. You have the...
Because it says it's back here, it's like right there actually.
You have the expect ultimatum. You have barriers for the chain of corruption. So it is
half
basically
bot,
a CC
blue
chain
side
fest
start.
for G2 Black.
It will be easy for them.
So they know Kha'Zix probably started
problem is how are they going to deal with
over
the game
here.
power
This
of
Jace can
NAOS
skip it to go.
Esports here? Because yes, they have damage from the Yasuo. They have damage from the
How the
Jace,
fuck does Yasuo have shove
but
pre-level
Yasuo is
3?
the only one who could really deal damage in the late game here.
Oh, it's
It seems
4.
that they
But
really
like
need to
the
win that
moment
early game.
Yasuo
Two
has
shots gonna
wind
be
wall,
from
the
tower,
matchup's
we're
like
really
slightly
scared
more
of it,
favored for him,
the
but as
shot
long as
blast
wind
that
wall's on
equalizes
C,
it.
Ziggs feels no pressure as long as he's not getting hit by the fucking
I
tornado.
see the perspective, right? They're on a bit of a timer, but considering how much aggressive G2 Blackness has been playing before,
By the way,
and how
I'm just gonna put
the
that's
game
one right there from
centralizes
Fate.
onto KD, I believe they could make the early game work.
We're gonna
Yeah.
keep track
If
of the
early
ward
game
triggers here.
is gonna go in
This will
their favor,
be
this would a
actually
game
we'll just do it
that
like
could
this.
easily
Just be
be
red,
snowballed,
and
just
then
because
this
of
will
the
be
champions
blue.
that they have. So that is in their belt now. That is in their bag if ever that happens. But now it's not gonna let that happen for sure. Because remember, Ziggs is one of the champions that slows down games, and that is
So
what they
getting their
want for
first
next season.
recalls here.
Just because of the capability of carrying back
Riven,
waves from
Kha'Zix.
very,
I
very
think
far
Kha'Zix
away,
probably backing.
and also the ability to just stay under threat and clear down his own respective lane.
I mean, this is like a fine for Mirmo and Margot because they can just proxy here
left
and
alone.
just hold wave,
Because he
and
can sustain
then
himself.
the moment
Well,
this
not
crashes
sustain,
in,
literally, but
and
he
G2
could
recall,
always
they
make
just
the wave
take the hardest
easily
shove
and
of
just
all
keep
time.
himself safe under the turret.
Yeah, that is the goal here for NAOS. Maybe on the first objective, they're gonna go for the WRLA just for them to deny it from G2B. What they want is to let the mid lane towers stay.
We're gonna be counting
So they
how
need to
many
contest
procs they get
that WRLA as
versus
fast as
kills.
they could. But look at the gang coming from G2B.
For those of you that are wondering what this is, because I am fucking tired of watching people take eyeball collector. It's dog shit.
Moving forward. They want to get the second plating on their side, but there you go, 2 plates for G2B, and there you go for the knockup.
The stun
Here
is
it comes
there.
on the other side. Fate is gonna be helping out, but he is a bit too late to the party.
Yeah, a little bit late. 2 plates already secured
is
by
he not gonna
Ime,
clear
so
that
that's
wall?
150
Okay,
for
he's
both
not.
KD and Ime overall.
He should have to.
Right now,
I'm
looking
going
at
to
bot
say that
lane.
you should clear that ward
Marco
there.
fighting a 1v1. Golden Kite, what is he gonna do here? Mirmo was able to get the hold on them. The G2B still not backing away. That could be a plating here for Mirmo.
Now, could definitely be no HP coming from G2 Blackness, and the jungler and the mid laner is nowhere to be found. It's sort of rotating into the bot lane. It's just
Oh.
big brain.
They can push this if ever they want to. They
Wait,
can clear
is
the
they?
wave.
Yeah, no.
Let
Charge as
them
well.
take this one in the mid lane, but that is 2 platings already for NAOS.
Yeah, 2 platings rated into the bottom lane as well is really, really good. But Aaron now pushing into the mid lane. KD as well.
What the
Misura!
He moves in towards KD, forced to
We're
flash
running
out
through
because
mid lane.
of it. Aaron is going to be flashing
Wait.
in. Here comes the ultimate, but Mitsura is going to fall in the process. That's going to be 1 kill, but at least there's a 1-for-1 on the other side. Aaron,
let's be
where is he going to go? Draw is here to help him
Calm.
out. There's a knockup coming from Calm, but Mirmo is also going to be here. It's going to be a 3v4. One is going to fall down, make that a 3v3. You have 2 knockups already. Aaron is going to be holding it down. Here comes Fate. Not enough damage, but they got the kill still. Golden Kite is left to his name, and that is now Esports
Oh!
using this fight, and Aaron survived with 1
So they both have one
One
proc to
HP
one.
within inches of death there. And the thing
But like
is,
at this
with
point, you
Dragon
cannot
and the
tell me
Rift
that
Herald
Zombie
coming
Ward
up,
would not be more valuable
this is
because
such a
it literally
huge
just
detriment to the
is.
side of NAOS Esports, losing that fight. It's already 5-1, but a 4-kill advantage to the side of G2B.
Also, what the
Because
fuck
big
is
mistake
Mitsura
that
doing,
Mitsura
by the way?
was
Just
killed
running
first.
straight through
That
mid.
was the start of their loss there.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate, right? It was NAOS Esports who was holding up the fort really, really long in their own jungle. But the Dragon fight,
Look at them, they're still fighting though.
Just
They have the
gets
blade
it.
collar, they've got the dragon onto their side, but KD was still able to get one. Cobb is going to be chasing them now, but on the back line, Margo super low. They have the Hextech ultimate and was able to push him back. Flash in, and Ime is going to be holding it down. Members right here of now are still alive, but they still don't get any objectives.
Hookshot to be able to go back away. Mitsura is there as well. Again from the bomb, turn the wave. Could push and get the tower for his blood. This is what they want.
Yeah, they have the referral still alive.
Oh my
GTB also
god.
is not
Can
gonna
we
stop
stop
here.
dropping mid
They're just
prior
gonna
to
be
get a
getting their
fucking
plates.
bot
They're
turret,
positioning
man?
themselves on the top side of the map. They want to get the repelled as fast as they could. They already are starting it. Now it's a bit too late here.
That's perfect coming from G2B.
You're gonna
because
go
if you
one
get
for
the Rift
one
Herald,
for
that's an
turrets
easy
here, but
secure
you
of
also
the tower
lost the
of the
Herald
tier
in
1
terms
turret
of
into the
golden
mid lane.
XP.
And that just bought enough time for Aaron and Draw to come through into this objective.
That destroys their objective. What they want here for... Ooh, that was a bit close though. One more hit at the backside could have been Virvos. But that is something that NAOS wanted all along. The Rift could be taken by them so that
Insanity
they
burns
wouldn't
right
get
there.
any tower takedowns on the side of G2B. That's what they want. They want to slow down the game. But because the Rift is now available, they could fasten this up. G2B could accelerate this game.
Yeah, and the thing is, when it comes to macro, G2 Blacklist has been doing perfect movements here throughout 7 minutes, right? It was
What
NAOS
the fuck
was
are they
pushing bot
talking
lane with
about?
a 3-man roam. Yes, they got tower for his blood, but the thing is, their mid lane turret was left open down to a quarter of HP. It was G2 Blacklist who got the Infernal Drake and the Rift Herald, and right after, when NAOS
G2B are not
wanted
making
the
perfect
contest, when they
macro.
were
They're
taking
just
the
not
top
making
side, it
mistakes
was
in
Camille,
terms
it
of,
was
like,
Ime who was pit pushing in
Playing
bot lane.
super
Oh,
egregiously.
KD, a bit too aggressive. He used the push back, used the baseball bat against Fate. But in the process, he's going to be dying. Ime was able to dodge
Right,
out
so
with the
both
Hextech
they
ultimate
right
as
now
well.
they both have one
Fight
proc.
1v2, but
Meanwhile,
here
at this
comes
point, they could
Mitsura.
already have the
Immediately
same amount of
fight is
procs
not
as
done.
Zombie Ward, which is
Waiting for
more
the chain of
because it's
corruption.
5 for Zombie
On
Ward,
their
10
side,
for
they were
Eyeball
able to
Collector.
hit one, but that is a tower.
So-
Takedown already. Mitsura was knocked up twice, and he's going to be dead
It's
here.
almost like
Pretty good coming
an
from
Eyeball
G2 Blacklist.
Collector isn't a
really
good
response
rune.
coming from this team, but Margot coming into fray.
Ah.
Not yet done.
It's
Yeah.
also like they
Forge
could
God,
have, you know,
nobody's here
played
to stop
heavier
the
for
Forge
vision if
God
they
Golden
knew
Kite.
that they had Zombie
Golden Kite's
Ward as
being chased out
well.
on the back line. They have a 1v1
you
here to
know.
make it a 1v2. Margot, look at them running away. Fate doesn't have a right position. Ime could still survive this.
There's sandwich.
Look at Fate.
the
He's
fuck are
afraid that
Naos
he can
doing,
kill it,
dog?
and
I
he
can't
was
believe they're
taken off.
PC.
G2B still winning in the end.
That was crispy.
man
coming
looks
from
so
G2
fucking
Blacklist.
clueless
It was just
why?
perfect
Why do
coming
you
from
know the
Katie.
band?
Going to the backside, forced the hand of Fate to jump in
All this
into
is,
that
like,
engage. But
telling
thing
me is that
every
Nova
single
is the
one
new
coming from
RA.
NAOS on that engage
They're just gonna
was
be the
really
fucking-
low HP already.
the one
and
Chinese
that
team that
branch
gets
line coming
turned
from
out
Draw,
by
hopping
APEC.
down onto Mitsura was just phenomenal overall, getting the numbers advantage to the side of G2B.
Yeah, now G2B has a big advantage here. But as we expected, right? They want to get early
So,
game in
I don't
their
want
favor. They
this,
really
'cause,
need
like,
to
you
get
know
early.
that there's
Because
2
if they
here
don't
still.
get it, they might lose in the
Obviously,
late game
Precision
against the
Protocol
members
coming
of
off of
NAOS,
fucking
but NAOS
Blue
is
Land
struggling
Hell.
a lot. And a bit of a history here for Season 1. NAOS has won. When they met against G2B, they won 2-1 against G2 Blacklist. Now in this game, it's looking like G2 Blacklist wants to win.
Yeah, it's a vengeance game for them. And another thing as well, I'm tipping my hat onto Draw, right? Because when the
Again, I want to highlight that it's
Call for
insane
God
that this game is
connected
8
onto
to
Golden Kite,
4 at 8
it
minutes.
was Draw who was
Like, we're getting
steadily
more than 1
beside
kill a minute, which
Golden
is
Kite
not
all throughout that.
the
So that if
norm.
ever Fate even comes in,
Like, this is
the
why
root can
Eyeball
be
Selector is
equal.
bad,
So those
excluding literally
CCs
everything
are
else I've
well
already
protected.
talked about.
Golden
Like,
Kite
you're
is
not
well protected.
expecting this many
And
kills to
this
happen in a
is
pro
what
game.
we expect from
It's
the
just
captain of
not
G2 Blacklist.
sustainable in terms of, like, consistency.
KD uses in the chase. His chase has been nothing but great for every team.
Also, only 2
They
procs
used to begin
of,
for the bomb on the top side, but there's
I will
only 2
focus
members
still,
here.
so,
That's gonna be another support.
That's
Then
3. That's
Margo
3
has
for
to
Jace.
caught off
Jace
guard
has
again.
3 stacks of
Talking
Eyeball
by
Collector
G2
right now,
Blacklist
guys.
secures
Come
them
on, let's all
onto another
pog
kill
our
for
minds
this
out.
game.
He's got
Already
3 stacks of Eyeball
5K
Collector.
lead in 9 minutes.
I'm
That
going
just
to go
enables
insane.
them to spiral out of control. This is their winning condition that we've mentioned a while ago. What you've mentioned a while ago, right? That they are on a timer. But with their aggression, with how much kills they're able to take, how much gold they're able to take, they could just landslide this game out of control.
Yeah, and it's so hard for Fate to do anything this game because everybody from G2B has just been sticking together, which is why it's so hard to fight in isolation. And he isn't able to deal any damage against him. But right now, gonna go for draw. He's gonna go for the knock up. They have the last breath, but they're not gonna use it. 2 more knocks up on their side. They have Fate was able to stay alive. They got the dragon, and this is it. They're just gonna slow-roll this out of control, and that's gonna be a hold against Aaron. Look at them again, Inferno Bomb. Not enough damage on their side, but they got 1 kill though. KD is gonna go in. Minimal was able to flash away. Calm is gonna be next. The Hextech ultimate is gonna hold him down, and he's not gonna go anywhere but down.
Yeah, and the depth charge coming from Nautilus, coming in from draw was just perfect. Now Mitsura is down to his last HP.
That's an ace.
That's an ace coming from G2 Black.
Question mark?
It is draw always having that start of those.
He just gave over a 1K shutdown.
Draw has been stuck because of the Cult of Courage God, but look at the flash and then the depth charge into the back, so double man knockup coming through. It was just so good, denying the engage coming from NAOS, and after that, it was just.
I mean, the biggest thing here is can G2B close the game? Because if they can, Ziggs doesn't get to fucking play the game, and Zai is a dog shit champion that does nothing. So
the way that he got kills a while ago, the 2 kills that he got early in the game, was also because nobody was looking at Golden Kite. They're not really giving him any mind, which is not what you're supposed to do.
They didn't even show the funniest part.
100%, right?
I hate
We were
Ludens this
expecting,
game.
you know what? It's an expectation
Ludens
that
is so
it will
bad
be Aaron who
here.
will be the damage dealer and KD
Because, like, you
want to
have Leandries for the anti-heal burn
is,
procs.
Varus also has a lot of
Value
damage,
there,
also has a lot of
value there,
potential,
and also
especially
value here.
if it is going to be the AP build.
There's
a
not
lot
a ton
of
of
burst
value on
damage
Varus,
potential
but
built
he's probably
into
gonna
the
build
dual lane,
Riftmaker, so I
coming
would like
from
it if
G2
it
Blackness's
does. I
side.
don't know. I don't love that he's
G2B
switching it
are
up to
now
Ludens here. I don't think it's that
positioning
great.
themselves on the Baron. They are not going to let NAOS take any chances here on sneakily taking the Baron, because remember, they have Fate here with the Kha'Zix that could easily take that down. But based on the goal, look at this. KD and Golden Knight has so much.
What, 11.6k for the jungler for G2 Blackness, and then 10.6k for the dual lane? That's just insane coming to 12 minutes into the matchup.
Imei taking the tower bot lane. That is now a lot of gold infusion onto the members right here of G2B. This is still going good for them. They want to really even have this 1v1. Golden Kite's also here. Draw is here to help out. Here it comes. They got the knock-up. The last breath isn't even needed. With the windfall, Carl almost got the kill though. Here comes Golden Kite. The focus is onto the back line. Here comes Fate to get the kills. But here comes
Wait, no, I'm sensing some bullshit here. Wait.
Somebody at the back line. They're gonna go for Mitsuda. Imei's gonna go next. He has the hook shot still.
Thank God they picked an awful ADC.
And Mitsuda falls to get it with damage.
Because that could have gone horribly wrong. Like, look at those health
We've
bars.
mentioned it already.
I also hope
The
that this
crowd
doesn't
control
convince
of
them to try to
G2
play the
Blackness.
game back.
It's not onto the mid lane, it's not onto the jungle itself, but every single one of them has the potential to stack on top of each other. And they get the ace, they get the
Like,
Baron on
yeah,
top of
this
that.
is normal and
It's their
sustainable. A
winning
19
game
kill
number
game.
one.
Oh wow, I love the glow up coming in from G2B.
Like, no.
This is what they needed.
Shut the fuck
This is
up with
what
that
they
shit,
should
man.
be doing every game.
Yeah.
And now that they're fighting, look at the confidence that they have here. The amount of the ways that they fight here is just they converge on one target, then go one step at a time.
Yeah, the depth charge came through onto one of their members, and then they transitioned onto Fate as well, having that access into the back line. It was just phenomenal plays coming from G2 Blackness. Also the utilization.
I want to see jungle, but they're not going to show it, which is really fucking
It was
annoying.
just perfect. It was outright impressive.
Yeah, super hard to really come back with just having 10k gold beat, but here comes it. That's gonna be Golden Kite dead. That is exactly what they needed to do. They should have focused him ever since. Calm having a 1v1 with KD. That guy's gonna be dealing so much damage. One more shot blast could end his life. They have one more pull onto the back line.
They're just saying way too long. Like, there's no way you can ever actually chase in that fight, I think.
And now it's G2 Blacklist still pushing through. It's not stopping.
Yeah, G2B still looking for Mitsuda. Once their tower in the mid lane has been taken down, Mitsuda is not gonna have the best day here.
And it's really unfortunate, right? Because they lose 3 members.
Oh, and he
where
went
in fact
Shock
G2
Blaster
Blacklist
second,
still
too.
has the Baron buff.
Just keep trolling your
Potential 2
goddamn
inhib turrets,
team,
3
dog.
inhib turrets that will fall.
Yeah, nobody's gonna stop the top side from being taken down. Here comes Draw. Mirmo can't even get close among the minions with 22 kills for G2B and a 13k gold lead. This could be a go next angle for them.
Yeah, definitely. It's now all about thinking, what can we
Mountain
do
Soul
coming
as
into the next
well.
game?
That's
Because
really
if
fun.
G2 Blackest takes the Dragon Soul, it's over. Who can stop them with this amount of gold lead, with over
Oh,
11,
man.
12k gold lead, 13k
Like Kha'Zix
gold
is just
lead,
useless.
with 3 dragons in their favor,
5,
with
3,
2
10.
or 1 inhibitor
That's a GG.
down. It's now all
So it's
about
probably
thinking about
stacking
the
the
next
last
game.
game.
What
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
we
but like
change
this
about
is
the
just
draft?
not
What can we
sustainable in terms of
shift
the amount of
into the
kills it's
composition,
getting.
and what can
Also,
we
Kha'Zix
remove
doesn't have,
away
you
from
know,
G2
eyeball
Black?
collector fully stacked. We
Honestly,
could have
if
thought
I'm
it was
gonna
fully
be
stacked.
honest, the mistakes
I'll give it that at
don't
least that
make
Jace
mistakes.
got the
Because
fucking
that gave them less
eyeball
options.
collector fully
If
stacked,
they
but like
picked up the Ashe in the first
7 minutes
pick,
into the game
that
and you
could've
have
been way
3
better for
stacks
Mirmo.
versus Zombie War being able
definitely
to full
be,
stack it out at
right?
like 4
But
minutes.
very good.
Like it's
Big
just
pick
not
by
actually worth it.
I'm surprised that they
I
did.
refuse to believe this.
It's just that if you have the Ashe into the bottom lane, you definitely need to have like another carry into other lanes. And I think that is what NAOS could do coming into the game number 2, or if even this reach into game number 3, that could definitely happen still, but this really forcing out the hand of NAOS Esports on this series alone.
Oh, Ime fighting a 2v1, still surviving for so long. KD was able to help him out. Here comes Fate, finishing the kill. He has the leap reset.
Oh,
He can go away if ever he wants to.
If we also
One
could
more
like
shot blast and he's dead.
oh my gosh, Katie with a shock blast.
Like-
now, 200 turret falls down.
I don't
Only
love
last
G2B's
stand.
draft, but like
G2
it
Black is
has
still
a
on the
concrete identity as like a
Be
dive call
pushing this bot
with
lane
some
turret
poke.
just for them to, for
What the
Malady
fuck
to
is
be-
Naus's
go
call?
for the goal at the
Like
board
this has
side,
been
and
stuck
the
with me
win
all
balls
fucking
make
game.
the night on this side.
It's like this is
Aaron
one of the
tapping.
worst fucking
Fight against
drafts
Aaron
I've seen in a
super
minute.
low
I feel
now.
like
It's gonna be hard for them to push this as long
it's
as
like
they
usually
can
it's
still
1 or
alive.
2
And the thing
troll
is, G2
picks,
Blackest
but
could
like
really
this
just
draft
accelerate
is all
onto the Baron Dash and
genuinely
anything.
okay champions, right? I don't think that like anyone would say that these champions are all like total ass. Like I'm
Yeah,
not a
it
huge
doesn't
fan of
matter,
Riven,
right? No
obviously,
smite coming
but
from
like
NAOS, and the thing is, the lane prio
she's
is
not
towards the side
that
of
bad,
G2B.
right?
Oh, they're gonna
But
be
at the
chased
same
down
time,
on
it's like,
Raw.
what are you even
Super
playing
tanky. He's
for?
just baiting out members
'Cause,
of
like,
G2B.
Ziggs is
Trench
poke,
lines away, and
Zio
that's a ban
is-
secured.
Like
Oh, Katie.
follow up.
Okay, Katie. Oh no, he's gonna be
And it's like,
stopped right
so
here
why are we-
with a hexagon chant? That
no.
is not
Wait, Oren
enough.
got the shutdown?
G2B need to run away. Need to
Yeah,
play
he
it
was-
safe. They don't need to do anything more than
Yeah.
that.
I think it's a pause angle. It's a technical pause because from the longest time, he was standing there for what, a good 3 seconds, and that was just a signal for NAOS Esports to turn things around. It was a clear signal for them to go in for the reset.
Yeah. Also, at this point, whenever you're playing an Orange, most of the time people have been banning the
But yeah, like-
Yasuos, they've been banning
So we've got
the Brahms just so you can really use the ultimate really easily. But with how this has happened,
We've got what,
G2B
Oren?
probably is the one who caused this.
Yeah, 100%. Because KD died.
I think KD, yeah, I
Yeah.
think KD.
It's just because of
The
KD.
Ziggs,
He didn't get
K6,
lost.
and
So
then
therefore,
that looks like KG.
For the longest time. Because they already got the Baron.
And then
Right?
we've
They don't
got
need to
the
force the
Riven.
fight. Everyone was going for the recall. They have the Baron buff. They have the Baron recall. So it's one of the reasons. If not the reason,
Like-
there's something else we don't know. But
What are these
At the
like
moment, looking at it,
champions?
the purview,
Like even on an individual
is-
level, they don't work together. Cause like Ziggs Kha'Zix is not a great mid jungle duo.
Might be an
I don't
interpretation.
love Zaya
By the
Ornn as a
side of
bot
G2B.
lane.
That's why they're
Like,
waiting for it to get resolved.
I don't know. I don't love that. I don't feel like Riven works with
but
anybody else
at
on the
this point,
team, and it's
also
like,
a good
what the
time
fuck
for
does
NAOS
this
Esports
team
now to think
even
about
do
what they can
in
do with
draft?
think about or conceptualize what they
I
can
don't know.
do into
It makes
Because at the
no
moment,
sense.
they lost so hard when it comes to the Urban, and it's not specifically.
Anyways, tech pause time.
broke
It's
them down. Yeah, they
bench.
had the Ziggs that just forced their hands into going into a different perspective, right? Forced the Ziggs into the mid lane because they want something else from Normal, just because of the shift of composition on the side of G2 Black is showing up with a Yasuo all of a sudden. And I think it's a matter of
Wait.
the steps.
Did anybody see that
into,
whiteboard?
the
That's
composition
funny.
onto the build up.
I love that.
Yep. Still waiting for the boss to be done with. For now, we're still waiting on how this is gonna go for the players. let's talk about the history of this player, G2B. With their run from season 1, getting a great runner-up battle from the KBG during the last season, really helped them out. Really helped their confidence to be brought out. Yes,
By the way,
it wasn't the best
gotta
game
say,
in
this
the
shit,
place in
so
this
fucking
stage
nice.
we have. It's still something great to have. And now NAOS Esports, what can they do? Are they gonna be staying right here? If they lose this game, as we said, they just need to think about the next game now. Do they want their streak to be broken by NAOS Esports?
Although I'm still really curious, right? If ever the game continues to where it's at its current state,
Anything interesting happening?
NAOS could definitely, do something
Oh, this isn't
massive
even
all of a
updated,
sudden
fuck.
because KD was killed, and yes, they don't have their inhibitors in the mid lane. And
No,
top
nothing
lane.
new.
So much more harder for them to make a comeback, but that's a start.
Ripped
That's
in.
a start. If ever they want to go for game number 1 and make something happen out of it, that could be the perspective that we see. But as you have mentioned a while ago, as you already have talked about, it's really important now to really look at the next game, like how or what they could change.
What could they change?
I love TBD versus TBD.
Do that? Because they would want to do it now while the game is
So I'm pretty
happening, so
sure
they
this
could
was a
really
2-0.
after this loss,
I'm
massive
gonna
loss
get some
to
black.
TBD.
You know
There
what?
have been yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was a 2-0.
No.
It's like this is gonna be a
I was
2-0.
thinking, right? Because I was thinking,
And then
if
I'm praying
NAOS
that
Esports
this is a
loses game number
2-0.
1, they could prioritize the.
But at the
blue
same
side.
time, I don't want to watch.
And
This
I
game's gonna be
know
god awful.
There's still advantage coming to the red side, but if they're going into the blue side, now it opens up a lot more bans coming in for the side of NAOS. They could ban away the likes of the Yasuo. They could ban away the likes of the Jace. If ever they really want to go and cancel out KD's potential towards the early game, they could ban away these champions, and that just means it forces out the hand of G2 Blacklist to go for
Everybody
someone.
with 300
And then they could also prioritize Ornn, and there is no more
What are we looking
counter
at?
for it to make it work.
Yeah. And for
I
now,
wonder
from
if anyone
what we're seeing,
along
about
with a
them,
1.
I can definitely see them going for a
I
chrono
feel
break
like
just because of that. There's a possibility that this is gonna be a chrono break.
it's insane Huaibao doesn't have more.
Everyone's gonna stand still for now.
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta expect Huaibao to move up.
Everybody's waiting
I
for
also
this.
expect X1 to continue to fucking
That could
perform
snowball in
insanely
favor
well,
of
'cause he
NAOS
has
just
been.
because of that then.
fair by.
But this
Maybe.
is the thing. Right? Ever since from what we have mentioned a while ago, the composition on G2 Blacklist will always revolve around how KD will play. It is also being mentioned by Coach TG, I believe, on one of the podcasts of Ottalu's before, that it is KD who will really dictate how the pace will go for the side of G2 Blacklist. And he does this every single time. Give him a late game champion, give him an early game champion. It doesn't really matter. It is KD who's always gonna go aggressive. Give him a Lee Sin, give him a Jace, give him a Yone. It will all revolve onto how KD will
I don't-
rotate
I
towards
genuinely
how
don't
he
know if I
will
expect Nova to
rotate
win a
mid
game
or
at
mid
this
lane or
point.
side lanes into the favor.
Might be time to just start dropping them in
That's
terms
why
of
he's
predictions.
such a good carry for the team, and as always,
Also,
depended on, like,
Trace,
everybody
my
on the side
goats.
of
I told y'all this team was
And
fucking
Jack,
legitimate.
That's why during season one, they had a
I'd
lot
like
of
to
this
point out
big
that I have been a
impact.
Trace believer since day
The
one. This
problem
team has
still
been
lies
fucking
in the
insane.
for them. How are
Um,
they gonna be able
I'll be
to
interested to see if
find
Thunderstock keep it up.
after
They've
the
looked
fact?
like
Yes, they do
okay.
against
I've also
APAC
like
matches with
like
Kansas
again, this is
City.
what I said was
What
probably
she
my
was
top
going to
5.
run so that the
I
gap
don't
between the
expect
impact
WHG
on
to
the
stay
season
here. I think they're probably gonna
is
drop. They looked
He just
really
has a
bad
weakness,
against
right?
EDG,
KD has
but
a
I don't know if
Um, getting back into the
Wake Up's
history of
teams, and I don't know if he's the
play
shot caller or what,
Just
but like
was his name before he shifted
his
onto
teams have always
KD,
played to the level
is
of their
that
opponent.
he was
And by that I mean he'll look
super
dog shit
aggressive
against
on
Edward
Jason way back in
gaming,
the very
and then
first
just like
year
fucking
of League of
crack out
Legends.
of his mind against KBG.
And right
I
now
feel like
that
KBG
aggression
also
is
look a
not
lot more
coming.
passive
It
than
is
he
a
used to. I don't know.
consistency
I don't know
under
if
the
I'm
name
tripping
of
with that.
KD. That aggression will never disappear for himself, and I think that is what shifts. You know what? Not shifts, but
Oh, I thought these two were in the
molds
same.
the unique
That's
trait that
nice.
G2 Blacklist
If these two
has
aren't in the same
in
conference,
this
it opens up. What the fuck? God
Still waiting for it to be resolved.
If these two aren't in the same conference, I think it opens up more slots. I'd expect it to be like
Still waiting for things
probably
to
like
be
1, 3,
rolled back. Is that
2,
yeah, I think people are
4,
rolling back things now.
and then 1,
Just so they
2,
could,
3.
proceed with the game after.
I genuinely think that there's
Thankfully,
gonna be
we're
no
in
movement
more
over
of
here.
a
I think that
tournament
Fennel has looked
lobby
at
already.
least passable, and Team
Right,
Flash
before
and
we did
Ivy
not
have
have
not.
that capability on
Don't like the
resolving
RU,
this
don't
type
like
of
Heat.
plays, but
Oh, there you
Like,
go.
we're back.
why I don't like
Jeez,
the
we're back in
APAC
the game.
conference. I have like
This is
3
still
teams
dead?
that I think are passable.
Okay, we didn't go for a chrono break.
Yeah, we did not go for the callback.
I think it might be a phone issue. That's why KD asked for a chrono break after.
But that's really unfortunate for the side of G2 because they already
Yeah.
got the.
I mean, this is
Baron
totally
before.
fine for
Yeah,
G2.
and
Like,
that was
one
just
member for
well,
Baron, okay, who gives a
if
shit?
Ever they're clear on like
Like, that's
everyone's
literally
alive, especially considering Elder
nice,
Drake is coming
you
up.
know?
due to-
Yeah. and
It's a
the time
bit
is not
unfortunate
right
that he's
now.
going to be
20
dead
seconds on
for the
clock
18-minute
chase. They only
Elder
have
timer.
Elder
That's
Drake
like,
here.
you can still work with that.
G2B needs to contest this now. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
take
a
it.
good thing that they had so much
Yeah.
of a lead. That's why they didn't try to take it. Right now, topside fighting a 1v1
Wait, what the
with
fuck are
Tom,
Naos
making
doing?
a 1v4 because everybody's here already. That is going to be a dead
Fake trip
main.
topside.
Yeah, that's really good. It still gives them the
Yeah,
numbers
they
advantage,
burst.
but the thing is, G2 Black
Oh,
is bought time for
no.
KD to come in to the
It's-
Elder Drake.
Yeah, they have the win ball. They
This is
didn't
what I
stop
mean by,
anything
like,
from-
I didn't
oh,
love
No, that bait from eBay gave them the
how
Elder
Naos were
Drake.
playing this. Because that just, like, it
G2
seems
Black has
really...
got the Baron buff, got the Elder Drake as well.
I feel like a
Yes,
rookie
they do
mistake.
not have
Junglers
the
should
milk, but
never
the
show
thing is,
there.
any
Literally
one of
everyone
these
else but
members
jungler can show.
Blackness could push the bottom lane,
Because, like,
have the
as
lane
long as
control,
jungler
your
doesn't
passive
show, it's a
lane
little
priority.
lot harder to
Across
actually
the
start
board,
up the
It's just
Elder.
over.
But
I
most
think
jungler shows
the
they can start
Elder
up Elder
Drake
for free.
from here on out is just too strong.
Yeah, the Elder Drake's just too good. They're going to be taking their time. They're going to wait for eBay before they full-on push the mid lane. But at this point, they have so much advantage that it's okay for them to just go at it right now.
You also have to remember, G2 Blacklist already has a Dragon Soul on top of the Elder. So that's just, it's just so much. You have basically like 4 dragons. It's only 3 elemental
Yeah.
drakes, but Elder Drake is also there, which gives them just so much capabilities to win on team fight.
Yeah, KD's already full item. Doesn't need to do anything anymore. Now it's not even close. So G2B, they're just gonna try to push this as fast as they can. But it's so hard because of the presence of.
I mean, they've got the waves synced up pretty well.
It's gonna be hard for them to go for any wave clear potential here. But I think one shot that's to change things up here.
And this is what we mentioned, right? G2 Blacklist could just delay it, play for lane
Yeah.
priority across the board. It's over.
Goes for knockup.
What the fuck's
Win
going on
goal
there
to
in
stop
topside,
them
buddy?
from Getting the call at the forge guard, but
Thanks,
on the
Observer.
top side, they still have the Guardian Angel. Remember,
Game's
on
over.
KD, they could end their lives and they can just finish this game.
Yep.
They just gave them some time. I think that pause was them giving them a chance to go for a comeback.
I mean,
but that was so far away that Naos wouldn't be able to do anything anymore.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate, but that was still a good time delay for Naos Esports to be able to think about the next game. Think about what their draft could look like coming into game number 2 and maybe push this to game 3 in the best of cases.
Yeah, that is going to be
like I said, if
They
now
are
lose
gonna
this shit, I have no fucking clue what to do with this team
Six
in terms
again
of predictions.
as
I'm probably just gonna get it rolled by them
so
till
that
the
they
end
have
of
something
time.
in the Dragon Lane, they have something in the mid lane. That could be really hard. Right now in the meta, yes, the 6 is good because of the AP items, but a lot of people haven't been preferring the 6 just because it's really hard to maneuver around the mid lane matchup. Yes, probably in the Dragon Lane would be better, but if you're fighting against an ADC, you don't want to fight against an ADC when you're playing the 6 because the ADC could easily just farm in your lane.
Yeah, 100%, right? He would just have like an easy time, especially considering if ever Ziggs is left alone camping, it will be the ADC who will just control the wave, freeze the wave until it's over, and just basically have that advantage into the
I mean, like,
They would just need to rethink what happened this game. That is such a sizable lead. Look at KD, 33k damage.
it's insane that people aren't picking this champ more. By the way, I think the real answer for what adjustments do we actually fucking make if we're now here
it's just really important. Because
by the way,
this is basically
is
the synonymity of
get a neutral objective for one, but
the
we also gotta, like,
have on the KD
actually
on the
figure
board.
out
And
what our
it's just
fucking goal is in
outright
draft.
being seen into the total damage.
Other than that,
for the team,
if Fate's off Vi, it
taking
looks like
damage
he's kind of
despite
dog
being a
shit. So I'd
Jace,
like to see if there's
being
some
a
way we can
Hurricane
get that,
champion,
like
he still dealt more
either if we
damage to the
start on
Yasuo
blue
and
side
even Barret.
and we try to force them to ban like
This is
Heck, Fiddle, Ziggs, and then play that way, like that's where I'd probably go. And then try to get that Vi. And like at this point, I'd be one. I don't give a shit. Like I know that like I've been an outspoken Vi hater
so long.
very consistently.
Even if they won during season 1 against G2B,
But like, god damn it,
G2B has the high ground.
we need to find some way to get our jungler involved in this
But
game.
it's still not over. It's still game number 1.
I'd also like to see some early jungle vision if possible, because
I thought
it
it's
did
gonna
not
be KD.
seem
Yeah, I was expecting the same thing, but
question mark
Maybe
ping.
because of the guts that he had this game. That's why he didn't get the MVP, but a 5-0 and 10 on a Yasuo, it's not so bad.
yeah, and I also feel like
are we
it's
just-
also
So we're going
deserving
off
of the
in-game
player
MVPs for the
just
MVP
because they
rating.
didn't
That's
die
really
on
fucking
the
funny.
court gun.
Yeah, that is a very big win. But again, everybody, that was just a first game. We still have game 2, maybe game 3. We're just going to be taking a short break before we head into the next game. See you guys in just a bit.
It's just a scarecrow. Aren't you afraid?
I just want to get to game 2 because this one is gonna be quick and over.
It's still out there.
Two minutes, man.
There's something about games.
What you doing there gives you real chills.
There is one thing that can't be stopped.
Feelings. And if you can feel it,
It must be real, right?
that's
Okay.
That's
Come on, let's just get to game 2. Watch this one get over. This is insane. I cannot get Naos right. Holy shit. Who'd they play so far? I'm getting boomed. I'm getting fucking boomed by this team. Because so I predicted what? I predicted 0-2. 0-2, 0-2. They fucking 2-0, 2-0, 2-1. I predict a fucking 2-0. They're probably gonna get fucking 0-2, man. God damn it. This team is owning me. I feel like a fraud. Every other team has been so easy, except for like the wild, wacky upsets. And even then, I had some of those in the bag. Like, I was on the Trace Esports KB3 train. I was like, oh yeah, like, Trace has an outside shot. I was saying that shit from day one. And then I'm getting here, it's just me getting fucking owned by Naos. This is like the third time I've said it in the stream, man. I'm getting boomed by this team. Let me out. 30 seconds. Okay, we're back. Let's go.
Happy 3-year anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you dan sekali lagi selamat ulang tahun untuk WRLA yang ketiga. Feliz aniversário, my dream.
What? Yo, whoa. Pause. What the fuck? Ain't no fucking way. I was hype and I was ready. My body was ready. And then we get this shit?
Happy 3-year anniversary. Congratulations.
Happy anniversary, WRLA.
Come on, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Let's go. Let's get into this game too so we can wrap this shit up. And then go watch the fucking toilet bowl. It's gonna be KTRY versus fucking BRU, man. Oh, that's gonna be so awful. These games are gonna be so bad. I'm gonna lose my mind. They're probably gonna take fucking Zombie Ward again too. Oh. I hate Eyeball Collector. Just take Zombie Ward. Just take Zombie Ward, man. Like I said, I wonder if they're gonna add more APAC teams for WRL2.
G2B versus NAOS. 1-0. G2B gets the advantage. We're still gonna be shoutcasters. My name is Dash and I'm here for the
Yeah, it's back to the Philippines versus Philippine matchup. The APAC rivalries, or as you may, the APAC Bonanza.
Okay, let's get this shit done.
A while ago into the series, and I feel like it's a time for NAOS to go into the blue side to change things up.
See this.
He says they want to go on the blue side to change things up. That's not why they want to go to the blue side. Because on blue side, you can try to force.
This time.
Okay, that's good. That's good because that is what I'm looking for.
Fiddle,
because
and then
that will open up a lot of competition and a lot of capabilities on champions that NAOS can pick up.
and then
Just
or
because
buy. So that's what they're gonna do.
They could ban away the
And then on this side, you probably ban like
niche picks, and they could prioritize the Ornn, they could
Eve,
prioritize Camille, the Gragas,
Shen.
or even the Ashe if they really want to put a comfortable champion onto Murmur.
probably ban like Eve, and then like
Need to get his Ashe if ever they could get the first pick here. Because when they got the Ziggs,
I mean,
that
genuinely, I'd
was
like to see them ban
really
Zaya.
something
Wait,
for this side.
hold the fuck up. Was he just putting finger sleeves on? That's illegal.
What's the difference that they can do here? NAOS could just change their draft, and honestly, that could really change things for them.
Yeah, they could change things in their draft.
But this is why you want to be on
Something that could change
blue, so you can try to take advantage of the two forced bans on red side. Unless you can't play fucking Fiddle or Hecarim for some reason, in which case, get a better jungler.
Style of G2 Black is considering how KD has been playing, and if they could enable the shift of aggression coming in from KD's side to play a little bit more patient, that could definitely, push NAOS.
Yeah, so Shen, I'd like to see Eve next. They have to ban Hecarim, they have to ban Fiddle unless they know for sure.
Not gonna let them.
And then like this last slot is heavily contested. Yeah, so Shen, Eve.
What are they gonna do here? I'm
You're
really looking
saying.
for an angle here for NAOS.
This
They
is gonna be
could-
Fiddle. If it isn't, we got some
I'm
interesting
also
shenanigans.
thinking about what they could do,
Vine.
because Jen and
Okay.
Evelyn is already expected to be the
So I wonder if they're trying to get them to
What-
drop.
what's
So
the
like if
last
they're trying to get them to
Because
drop
I think
Fiddle
that
here.
will be the crucial thing. Banning away the Fiddlesticks,
They're getting
maybe
owned.
they don't want to play it for themselves. They just
Yeah.
don't want to.
This means that they can't play Fiddle, which
There
is
is
a
a lot
great
of,
fucking read by
mistakes that
G2.
could be done whenever you-
Because
when
now
you
they've just
play,
wasted
it's gonna be
3
able to
fucking
eventually
ban
play.
slots on
Yes,
shit that probably
Fiddle's
wasn't gonna get
strong
played.
as a fast way player.
No target bans
But-
either.
The problem still lies because you really can't carry. You really need a pro storm to make things work.
Yeah. And in addition to that, if you have a Fiddlesticks as your enemy team,
This is
G2
fine. I
Black
don't
could
love
just
it.
play
It's fine.
separately.
But
Just
we
play
now
in-
have Jax
in
Fiora straight on the
relatively close
table,
quarters,
so that's probably gonna
but
be
will
like
not
right here,
stack
2-3.
on top of each other. And
That's
that
what I'd
is just
expect. I'd
definitely
expect them to like B1 the
going to be the
Ziggs.
counter up against Fiddlesticks.
They're probably gonna
If you do not
spawn
have
like
targets that is
Ornn,
stacked on top of
Jax,
each other,
Yugo,
the ultimate
Fiora,
play is gonna
Gragas.
use it, but NAOS
That's what I'd expect.
locking onto a Zeri
Zeri,
first
I
pick
think
is something
works
brand new and it's something
similar to the
unorthodox,
Ziggs.
but
So I think like Ornn.
That is way better. Getting Mitsuda his first pick
Jax.
here, having the Zeri would be a
And
safer
then-
spot for them. But one of the problems from last game is this Jace. And Jace
And
is
then-
opened up again.
What
for
was I saying?
G2B.
Fuck.
There's a chance that Ime could still go for a Renekton, a Jax, or even a Fiora for the top side.
Yeah, it is once again the Jays to the side of G2 Black.
Okay, so I got the one right.
Open.
It'll be interesting to see if
I
they
don't
take
think
Jax
Naos
here
will
then,
be playing
or if it's going to be a
Yasuo,
response
considering the
to
fact that they already want
whatever
to
they take
Zeri.
here.
The bottom laner is expectedly something to be a different nature, not going to be the likes of Yasuo. So G2 Black is having the Jason Ornn is really good.
You might jinx it though.
I
Mirma
might
could play
jinx
this
it.
too. Mirma could still play this. That's why it's still okay.
I don't
to
like the
have
lock
the
here of
Yasuo on their
Kha'Zix.
side.
He
Mitsuru
looked
can play
awful
the
on that
Yasuo.
shit last game.
Caster's
So,
curse.
yeah,
You
I think
have to
that's-
fucking
that's
lock
something that they
Fiora
want,
here.
but they also
Otherwise
want to
you're
get the support
trolling.
first, Get the Gragas on Margo,
Like,
so they
you
can
have to let
play it
Gragas
safer.
drop. You have Galio
On the
Nautilus
second
still up as
phase
well.
of the game.
If you
Yes,
want
the
to play
Ashe is
set,
gonna
you
be
could
banned,
technically
so
play
that
that
could
like right
also be a
here.
potential pick here.
So you have to
There's
take
just a
Fiora here
little-
because if
a
they go
lot of
Jax
aspects that
here,
Naos has to think of, 'cause
okay,
the
so
next phase
they go
backs will be
Jax, right?
crucial, but a Jax
So
picks
then we're
instead
gonna
coming from
see
Naos
the
Esports
Fiora here.
is a little bit different.
Yeah,
So I was
that's good.
sort of right.
Getting
I
that
didn't expect
on
them
the
to
hands is
prio Jace
all
this
is a
hard.
safe pick here.
Or Kha'Zix.
There's
This
still
is
a ribbon
questionable to me.
opened up.
The artist
Ime could also go for it if ever he wants to, but they
What?
Could, yeah, there you go. There's the ribbon.
Hello?
Then gonna be locked in by G2
I like
Blacklist
this.
now. The battle of the
I
bands
don't know about
of
this.
supports for the side of G2 Blacklist will occur. Gragas is still open. Galio is still open. For
I wonder if this is
team.
bait.
And then for the side
So,
of
like, I
Naos
wonder if
Esports,
this is
we
bait.
have
Like,
the
I wonder if they're gonna
likes of
put the
carry
ribbon in
positions,
jungle.
the
If
mid laners, the
I wonder if
bot
this is
laners,
bait
what they
too,
have
so that they
banned
don't ban the
away
Fiora here or
could
here,
definitely be
and then they can put the
done.
ribbon
Could
jungle and then pick
definitely
Fiora
be,
here.
A possibility if G2 Blacklist wants to deny.
Like, that's what I
it,
wonder if they're
the
trying to
Ashe
do
as well for them. The Varus is still open.
They should ban the Ashe on Naos. G2B could get that Ashe.
Yeah.
Once they get
I also
that
don't
Ashe,
love that we're not
is gonna
going
be
back to the
relying a
Ziggs
lot
here,
from
because I feel like the
side
Ziggs
having
was
Ashe
very good
on
for us
that
in game 1.
composition is gonna be very
I feel like the
disruptive.
rotations that we
The
made
last one
in
G2B
terms
could
of
be a Yasuo, so that they
dropping
could go
mid
for a
prio to
setup
trade for
with
bot
the
tier
Ornn and
1
the Ashe.
Could be.
was not a
or
good
ban away
rotation,
the
but-
Gragas, because Gragas could definitely still deny the possibility of Ornn going in for the call of the Forge God and could still be that big disruption.
Hello,
instead-
Gragas?
Going to ban
That's
away
better.
the Braum. Yeah.
Gragas?
That's way better. Ban the Braum so that they can't get denied. With how it is gonna work, they're not afraid that the Yasuo would get picked on the side of Naos.
Are we just like, does he not play
confident
Gragas?
that,
Question mark?
Naos could just stay with Mitsura on the Zeri rather than trying to risk it. Vladimir
So
is
yeah,
gonna
this
pick
is a
up.
bad pick if they're not
That
picking
is
Fiora here.
quite hard now for Naos Esports to be able to match it up. We remember how Vladimir has been playing.
Did Naos
Vera
fucking
in the
esports
past
flashbang?
It's really, really strong. One of the strongest damage leader into their respective games. The G2 Blacklist picked it up.
I mean, this
Once
was
again,
fine,
it's
but
going
like they just
effectively
respond to
for
cast Gragas and they win this game.
Now still has the opportunity to
Like, I think
do
cast
that.
Gragas
It's
is
still
just
open
hard
for
winning
them to
here.
pick up, and Gragas is open as well.
And Ashe is a good pick against a Vladimir. If you're gonna try to win the game with an Ashe, that could be
Okay, yes.
There's not a lot of damage going through for the team.
Now you put
But
this
there's still
fucking
fate here. So
Zerion
one of the
bot,
things
and
they
then you
do
just
is
pick
use the Ashe, get the Kha'Zix in, and that would be a better setup for them.
Yeah, that'll have
Kassadin. Kassadin is a winning
because
right here.
the passive really just worked wonders for the Ashe.
Yeah.
Against up of Vladimir, because Vladimir really wants a
Mm.
lot of movement speed, but locking onto Kassadin is also a counter onto Vlad, but Zeri will go into the bottom lane. But the
Wait,
Fizakin! Oh my word.
Goes for the fizz.
Wait a second.
I like the
I'm
Kai'Sa
thinking
here.
how they're gonna go with this.
Yeah.
So I think
G2B
this
has a
draft
lot
is
more-
way,
this
way,
is a
way
lot more
fucking better
competition
from Naos.
But having the
G2B's
Fizz
draft I think is also kind of
is a
ass here. I
flex
don't
from
love
Naos. Probably Mitsuru is gonna be
Riven
the one
into
holding
Jax.
this.
I feel like that's not
That's a
great.
big flex.
This
This is gonna be a hard game for them. Because remember, if there's Chum in the water.
They have a
from
very good
Mitsuru,
poke core with
it's an
these
easy
three.
dodge whenever you use a stasis.
But I think that, like,
Whenever you use a sanguine
I just don't like the
Vladimir.
Riven here. She doesn't feel like she
It's
fits.
not the what do you call
I
that?
feel like Fiora is
Not
just better
the
here.
hardest counter, but it is a
Uh,
good
I
matchup
mean-
against the Vladimir.
Yeah, but it's really
They got out fucking mechanic last time, so I don't know if they have a great
It is
chance here
going to
now.
be the
But
League of Stasis for the side of
maybe.
this is already
If
an
they stop
indication we
fucking
wanna deny
taking
that
these
ultimate
god-awful
coming in
runes,
from the Fizz. I
perhaps.
think that is one of the difficulties with the likes of these assassins, right? The Fizz, the likes of Zed as well, having an easy deny of it. For
That
them.
said, Fizz is interesting.
NAOS coming into this composition for game number 2 is a lot different from game number 1, and it changes things up. But how can they perform with this line of composition?
Yeah, Fizz is gonna be the centerpiece of NAOS here. How will Mitsura with one of his
I mean, the biggest question is literally, does Fizz
get this
win?
game in their
Because I don't
favor
know the
and
fucking
force this to
Fizz
one?
cast of
That's gonna be the
Vlad.
question, and we head in to the game.
Well, let's see how much
I feel like this doesn't go well for Fizz. Like, Fizz is not what I would... He's sort of like a Kali, I guess. I feel like Kassadin is just better, though.
APAC conference, especially considering how aggressive they are. Just look at the map at the moment, right? You have the vision already coming into the bottom quadrant jungle, coming for the side of G2 Blacklist, and that also gives an information to G2B that, you know what, the opposite side
I
is
mean,
starting on blue.
early vision on red is good.
No, Mitsura. Look at the damage from him in this early game. They used the ignite.
Mitsura getting
Mitsura was forced to flash
owned
away.
early.
That's really unfortunate because now Mitsura doesn't have an escape. Yes, he's.
I mean, once he
has
gets
that
pull,
skill,
he's
but
safe
from
anyways,
Mitsura,
so you just want to get
he
level
just
2.
jumped out off danger, but that flash burn is such a crucial summoner spell.
Like, I think that if you're gonna burn flash on anybody, I think it's probably... Fizz is probably the best champion to do it on, because he has, like, a mini flash, right? His pull jump, so...
Based on how this is gonna go, Mirmo would have a lot more advantages.
I think it's probably fine.
And Golden Kite would need to really play it safe until he gets his items.
Yeah. And considering you also
Calm
do not
stacking
have a
wave
flash
against
over
Ime.
laner,
I mean,
coming from the
Calm
side
didn't
of
look
House,
great on the Jax versus
Katie
Yiza,
could just go
so
into the
we'll
mid
see.
lane really quickly and just get that kill. And that is also one of the reasons why you need to have that support coming into the mid lane as well, to have a little bit more safety net from Mitsura, and you also have Dora to follow suit and have that mirror rotations from the opposite side.
The G2B now, they're just playing it a bit safer than normal because, you know, it's still hard to play against a Gragas at this stage of the game. And Mitsura is not having the best of time because of melee and not having any skill shots in your kit. It's hard to really get close to the flag here against Aaron. That's why the spacing is going to be really crucial here for them.
I mean, he is right about, like, it is nice on Kassadin, especially with to have W and Q, as well as E, which are all technically ranged abilities, to just give you just a little bit more.
To get the platings here because it's
To
not
stop,
easy
you know,
for
stuff
Mitsura
like
to
this from
defend
happening.
this for themselves. So this is gonna be an easy one for them for the taking. One more shot from
That's
KD.
one plate. I don't think they get more.
For everybody.
Ooh, a good body slam coming from Margot, denying that knockup coming from Draw, and now Katie is just forced to back away. They already got the golden plate that they're looking for.
Don't love that Aaron starts Health Crystal because it's just less
On the
optimal.
top side, he wants to get
Imagine giving a shit about that, though.
He's not gonna get it.
But they could get another turret plate on top side, so that's just more gold
Wait,
injection
what the
from
fuck?
side. G2B,
Hello?
or
It looked like Fate wasn't ready.
Mitsura is not gonna follow through here, but as long as Draw is close to him, he can survive this.
If Margot can hit 5, oh, never mind, doesn't even need it. Fate with the ult, or Mitsura with the ult.
from now, that's really amazing stuff there. Level
Margot
5,
gets a
close to
demolish
the
proc.
game, and now it's
Mitsura's still in,
Ooh,
local gold
a lot
range.
of these members.
If Aaron chases this too hard, he's dead. Yeah.
Chasing on Margot, a bit
That's
too
cool.
aggressive from Aaron.
Flash Q, good.
But the
Good shit
slowdown
from
is gonna end his
NAOS so
life.
far.
That is a
This
quick
is
barrel.
dream scenario.
Perfect barrel coming in from
Kha'Zix has a
Margot.
bunch
And I
of
think that
fucking
just
gold.
states
Wait,
it
did we
all,
not
right?
see
The
runes this
Margot
game?
using a flash body slam onto Aaron, followed up by Fate, forces out the
I feel like there
second
wasn't
goal
runes
from
this game.
Blacklist. It was Draw who
Which
was
makes
because
sense
of
given the
water
theory
is
that I'm
level
pretty
5
sure they
of
don't do
the
runes when they don't
Coming
exactly know
from
what's
the
going
side
on,
of
so they don't
NAOS,
know the
and then
fizz.
later on, as you have stated, the barrel would have slowed.
It's gonna be a long replay, everyone. But again, based on what happened this game,
I mean, this is really good from Fate, just going, hitting the honey fruit, get that extra HP.
didn't respect the fact that Fate might
Then
be
Margot
there
puts
on
his
the
cask
field.
in a really nice
Division
spot, and then
outside
he's
of the
just
map.
able to get out of
And
there.
Mitsura gaining any advantage that he could get is something.
Mitsura going
that
fleet.
he would want.
Yeah, and I think
I'd imagine
this
it's
is what
probably
NAOS
yellow,
uses
and
to
then,
decide that early game potential to be
like,
slowly
second wind, or maybe green?
and also
Or Giant Slayer? No, I already said he's probably going yellow. He could go red Giant Slayer as well. You want Giant Slayer against Vlad at the very least. He's gonna get a lot of extra HP from his passive.
having that early game champion on your side get some kills is something important for now. So
Okay.
because they know that this fight he can't win. Look
Fade
at that.
attempts to
There's
steal the
gonna be
red
the
buff,
bullet of the
doesn't get
Forge God
anything.
won't be able to chase down onto
Nice
Bane.
flash from you, man.
And that is
Doesn't
gonna be the
actually
flash
get
coming
anything
from
though.
Ime. Wants to go
Jax
for more,
probably went
but
green
no
runes then, it
follow-up
looks
from
like.
Silver.
Green
Still,
runes, and then I'd guess
One
Giant
stack
Slayer.
on the minion wave wants to clear it really, really quickly, considering it is already 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Everyone wants to go in for the reset, buy their items before the objective comes up.
And because of that, that forces Mitsura to go for a rotation on the bot side, giving them ample
Mitsura,
time to get this blading.
cancelled.
Mitsura is gonna be denied.
Jace went red runes.
Gonna be just jumping away.
Probably went fucking
Perhaps
eyeball
killing
collector
Instinct wherever they
again.
need to, but they are not gonna go for it.
But the late
Because,
game
you know,
comes
surely
out
it's
with a little
consistent
bit
that you're
of
going to get
unfortunate,
19 kills every game.
scenario for
Surely
the
you
likes
can
of
consistently
Naos,
replicate
and
that
they
against
do
a
not-
team of that
or
is
they
of
will not
actual high
deny the
caliber.
break just because of that delay.
So this is the only problem.
Quality and
with the
caliber,
You're
quality. What the fuck is
gonna
wrong with
have
this
a
morning?
hard time clearing waves because you don't really have any
20,
way to
19,
accept
wait,
for
these
your skill
Jays
to
aiming it,
Now
they're
they
playing.
jump the water. Mitsura is gonna go
They get it,
in.
but
have
they
to
killed
think about
Jace.
it. KD is gonna be dead, but that dragon is still gonna be taken by G2B. Calm is gonna be chasing him down. Still have some
Is Aaron dead
HP.
here? Maybe,
Oh,
yeah,
Uses
Aaron might be
Sanguine
dead.
Bull just yet, but there's still 4 people down here at the bottom lane. He's gonna be dead for sure. He needs to clear the wave. And
It's a
this
shitty
is gonna be
flash.
him dead. Aaron uses the Sanguine Pull, finishes the wave.
They get a kill in
and
Zeri on
was
mid. God
almost
damn it, we're
able to
dropping
flash
mid
away.
for
Yeah, but that's really good
Fucking-
because what he did.
Let's
is just
drop
security in
mid
the bottom
for
lane,
getting
just to buy
bot turret,
time
boys.
for Naos to
No.
have the late game.
Oh, no,
He just
no,
cleared out the
no,
way,
no.
and that is giving the perspective for G2B into mid lane.
Yeah,
I
give
hate
them opportunities
Naos.
to get some
I
for
hate
themselves.
Naos.
And yes, they didn't get any towers. The problem here is they got 2 towers already on the side of Naos Esports, and this is what you need.
Like, at least they didn't get a
Getting
turret, but this
amount
is just...
of wins in the early game is what you want from Naos.
Yeah,
You're standing way too close to that
we
Owen,
asked
brother.
for it. We asked for a change of times. We asked for a total shift for Naos, and this is totally what we're looking for. Like the early game prowess and denying that aggression coming from KD. This is what we said and stated a while ago that they have to move away from G2 Blacklist, and that they definitely did. Getting that PK.
I mean, they're gonna say this. I think just being on blue side makes Naos drafting so much easier. Because, like, having 2 forced bans, if your team isn't hyper flexible, I think feels really awful. Like, Trace Esports are a team that, like, seems hyper flexible, and that I'd really like to be if I was drafting for. I think I'd like to be on red side, right? Because you can take advantage of these super good counter picks. But, like, when teams like Brew or Naos pick red side, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Because, like, you aren't hyper flexible, you really want that first pick, and then you just kind of have to sack somebody and, like, just hope you get good picks.
Yeah, look at the bait here being set up by the G2B. It's a good thing that now
There's 3 here.
catching the bait here.
No,
That's
Calm
why
doesn't.
they are
No,
just-
calm, no.
Face check.
Calm is gonna be surprised there, and that's gonna be a kill.
Wait, hold up. Is there a play here?
Fate.
Golden Kite's dead. Fate wins the duel against the man. Fate has to get out. Wait, Miro's coming. Margot and Mitsura. Wait a second. We have a game on our hands. We have a series on our hands.
So quick of a response coming from Naos. That explosive cast as well coming from Margot. The response coming from Fate into the
So
back line,
this is,
eliminated.
first of all, I think a good
the carry
bush
from
gank
G2
by
Blacklist.
G2B. Looks like Calm's expecting them all to have recalled. Draw's just gonna run right into the wall, and then
Yes, they got the kill
Golden
early,
Kite comes in,
really
pops ult.
fast.
But this cast
They
from
really got a
Margot,
lot of their ultimates down because of that.
insanely good.
Now is an opportunity to just get
Yeah, and I,
And then
what he did here was so
Mitsura with Mitsura and
And I like how you
Margot are
mentioned
really,
about
I think,
Margot,
stepped up
right? The
massively
call
in
of
this
the Fort
game.
God was not even connected as well, just because of the counter strike stun coming in from Naos, and that
Especially in
was
that play specifically, I think,
right?
with
You know,
Mitsura
the
and Margot,
timing
both of them.
stack on timings for Naos Esports was just perfect from that fight.
it's gonna be hard here now. That's gonna be 5K gold lead for now Esports, and G2B has nowhere to go. A lot of 0-2s on the board for them. How are they gonna come back?
I mean, this
Yeah, and
Fizz
just the
is
difference,
fucking
You're looking
cooking.
at Mitsura already with the Lich Bane and the Luden's Echo, and on the opposite side, Iran only has 1 item. That's the amount of difference that Mitsura was able to take up against his opposing mid lane matchup.
On the top side, G2B
This is just
anything
Fizz
much.
being playable just makes Vladimir even
Yeah,
worse,
we've
which
seen
is
a lot of
really,
members
really
from
funny.
Naos, they
Holy
need
shit,
to
that's
run away.
a
That's
great
gonna be
fucking
explosive
chaos by
gas
Margot.
again. Ime's gonna be dead. They're gonna go for the goal.
That's a nice ult by draw, but it doesn't mean anything.
But at what cost?
Holy shit,
Nobody was
Margot.
there. Knockup's coming from Margot. Perfect flash. They have the Hebo flag, and here comes Spearboat to finish it off.
The VOD review isn't out, but I talked about it in the VOD review where I was like, if Naos want to continue winning, I think Fate played very well against Nova. But what I want to see is I want to see someone else really, really step up.
Margot
And
showed
I wasn't impressed with
phenomenal
Margot
play there from the
against
very
what was
beginning
really
of
a
that
weak
engage.
performance
He
from
began
Yami.
that engage,
And I haven't been
being
impressed
the
with Margot
the
so
starter
far,
and
but
being
this is really
catalyst for
fucking
that.
impressive.
You look at this,
In terms of just
Margot,
micro
protocols, and then body
mechanics.
stamps on the double man.
Because,
and
like,
look at Mitsuru.
watch what
It was
happens.
just so
That
good
one was
to
like a
come
just
to water
normal one.
just
But
on
watch
the
this
ground
next
to
one onto
deny
the
retreat for
under Golden
G2
Kite.
Blacklist. And Margot
Just a
used
really
another
clean
body
double
slam as well,
flash.
along with flash to finish
Because, like,
it off.
he's been fucking that up. But that was just a really nice clean one.
A lot of the setups coming from Margot was the reason why they
Colm just stays for a little bit too long here, which is why he dies. I don't love this redive because they're all very low, but I understand.
Doesn't know what to do this time around.
Yeah, it was just really, really good coming in from the support of Naos overall. It was just...
See, guys, surely getting 19 kills is sustainable, you know? Like, it's just gonna happen every time. Which is why you always take Zombie Ward, hoping that you're gonna be on the winning team, right? Right?
How Naos will be
Right?
able to really just have
I'm not gonna fucking let this shit go, by the way. Oh, holy shit, my voice is dying.
Having a Mitsura on that carry of a champion and assassin.
There we go.
Mitsura is something that you
But yeah, I can't fucking stand.
turn things around, and that's what he's doing here. He really knows the timing. Whenever he's needed, he's gonna be there, and he's gonna make magic work.
Yeah, and it's just right. Really, really amazing.
I'm pretty sure I said Zombie Ward there. Even my brain's automatically replacing that shit.
Placed into the position of success and giving the advantage for the side of Naos. And right now, despite only having 2 members for the side of Naos here in the bot side river, it's G2B who has huge respect on the likes of these carries for now.
I mean, Baron in 20 seconds.
They are still not looking for anything more. On the top side, there's not a lot of vision on the top side of the map. They can go for an angle here, go for the Baron.
They would definitely do that. And just get the Baron uninformed.
I didn't know.
I like Ludens here on Fizz. Like the Ludens into Lich Bane is really nice.
Really good, right?
I think I'd
And
like to
expectedly,
see
he's already built
Rabadons
up into the Rabadon.
into
Got that will
maybe like
accelerate
Infinity
much more
Orb.
of his damage
Maybe grab a
in
Stasis
this
as well
game.
on Fizz.
Oh, just done. This is done.
Again,
Whoever
Fizz is
gets
really
hit
nice because just like having like what is basically,
whoever
you know,
gets hit by
6-7
that
seconds of
Triton
just
is
Instant meltdown.
nothing, right? Like not being able to get killed is just really, really good.
There's only one chance for G2B. One more fight before the Baron happens. And if they find a way to turn things around there, that is when we could say that that might be it. That might be the turnaround.
Margot!
Look at that. Margot again going inside with
Whoa,
goal.
that's
Was able to
another
help out
good
Air.
cap.
He needs to flash away
He just
here.
waits until
A lot of
the,
flashes
the
were
guys
used by the side of
deal
G2B.
to
Knockup's
the
happening. One of the fours got to get the knockup. Not enough damage for the side of G2B.
The
They did
biggest
everything,
issue
but
is we
everything
don't
was
have
not
anyone
enough.
on
There's just no
sides.
damage up against
So I like
Naos
that
from
Naos
Baron.
are
Now,
grouping, but I
Margot's
also
strength
don't
when
like
it
that
comes
they're
to his
grouping. I feel like they're
defensive
grouping
capability along with
too
Calm,
hard.
it's just too much, and Mermo is safe on
Giving
the
up
back line. And
2 turrets.
if G2 Blacklist cannot penetrate the front line coming from Naos Esports,
G2
they won't
Blacklist
be
have no
able to get
penetration.
a
Okay.
lead up against Naos in a 5v5
What a-
game.
What a
It's
pause.
going to be hard for G2B. They haven't been doing much here. They're just keeping themselves in this slump that they're in the losing end. With the 7k gold lead that Naos has, they could easily take this next dragon up, or maybe even take the Baron if ever they want to.
100%, right? And I think at this point, Naos Esports doesn't want to go and take the Baron despite how much lead they already have up against G2 Blacklist. It's because
It's weird that Naos aren't
the call
even
for God.
doing
Change the tides of the game here on out, and even the Baron
like
in that
normally you'll
position
see a lot of teams will
up
just put
against
the
Naos to really
control
turn
word
things
right outside of pit,
Yeah.
which
They're
is
trying to
like
wait out,
what I
members
think they
right
should
there
do
of
instead of
G2B to
sweeper,
try and
place
go
down a
forward,
yellow,
just because
please
they don't have
sweeper,
the
place
Aurora
down a
in the top
yellow,
side,
sweeper,
everyone's
place
gonna
down a
be
yellow.
easily
It's
sneak
just not working consistently enough.
And at the moment, it's all about buying time. If the Ocean Drake spawns up, that is where Naos can be a little bit more aggressive and show their gluttony here when it comes to objective. They really want to get, you know, more dragons, more objectives, more
Like
buffs.
I really like that their grouping is
We
4,
just scaled
but if
up
they're gonna
to
do
4
this,
to fair
I
fight
just prefer that they have Jax on the opposite side of the map that they're grouping, not on the strong side of the map.
What's
that they're
really hard
grouping.
here with Infinity is that if they keep this phase, if they keep slowing things down, G2
Also,
might be able to
again,
do that. Because remember, we have a Vladimir.
There's
we
no
have
value to just
a
leaving the
Faisal,
control ward there
that's
because
who
they can
carries
see
the-
through the
he
fucking
needs to
wards because
carry
the wards
the
are
game.
disabled by
That's
control
why they need
wards.
to be careful about this.
Yeah, definitely is. If Kaita is able to get the 3 items already, all of her skills will be upgraded, and then it is just amount of Aaron waiting for the perfect time or waiting for the items to also be secured. And if ever that happens with Golden Kite and Aaron being able to stack on gold and items, that is G2 Blackness's time before they go in for the fight.
It doesn't look like they're gonna contest this.
Dragon for free. Now it's just gonna take it.
I mean,
That's
that's.
gonna be Kha'Zix just
Hello?
gonna go for that.
What the
ocean
fuck is
break.
Kha'Zix
That's what
doing?
G2B is doing here. They're just trying to threaten the Baron. While
There's
this
no
is happening.
pressure. They
That's why
can't start
Fate
Baron.
was forced to back away and try to go at it again.
Yeah, this is already exciting. Like, this is what we mentioned a while ago. That Naos will not force the Baron, but when it comes to the Drake,
Again,
they
no
will
Baron
definitely
pressure
take
from
it.
Naos
And if
is
ever G2 Blacklist
cringe.
goes for the contest,
Don't love to see that.
Naos is gonna win. They just have so much more of a goal difference up against G2 Blacklist.
They're just getting items here. Items for items. It's gonna be hard as that Marika is gonna be starting now. Gonna go for KD.
Wait, this is
If KD dies
really
here,
good
that's gonna be
for
bad for them.
Naos.
Able to follow through,
As
and
long as
that's gonna be
Kha'Zix
bad for
doesn't
their
die.
side. On the other end, Golden Tide is gonna be going knockups on the back line. What they wanted to go for G2B. Golden Tide is gonna be running away, but Ime is gonna be fighting back against him on the back line. No,
Wait
Golden
a
Tide's gonna be
second.
running away.
And
Marco
Naos gonna win
ignited
the
on his head. I
game
think
here.
Marco's gonna be dead, but no, one more tick. He survives.
He
I
survives.
mean,
and
give
that
Margot
is
like a
just
few
so much
seconds and suddenly he's
sustainability.
back up
And now
to
you
full
also
HP.
have the
So.
Warmood armor. Just delay it. Just stay on top of the hill. It doesn't matter. And now they go in for the Baron buff. Uncontested. There's no smite on the opposite side. It is only Ime alive.
Going at it, Ime doesn't have the wind slash anymore. Maybe a blade of the Axolotl might be able to turn things around here.
He's not gonna be
If
able
he
to
has
find a
the
way
wind
in here.
slash, he could
If
go
he
for the
does,
steal. But he
it's
is
a really,
trying. Look
really
at
big
Margot
blunder.
just denying him the fact, and that is
Yeah,
now
just
taking
good
the
zoning
Baron
from
here.
Margot.
Ime
I've liked
forced
how
to
he's
take
played
the
this
Baron
game.
in hopes to try and take the Baron because it definitely is a game changer for G2 Blacklist.
I think that he was
If
in the
ever
right
they take
spots.
that will turn things around, and that will be tipping the scales into their favor. Unfortunately, now got the
Infinity
Baron
Orb,
buff,
Maw.
and now it is G2 Blacklist who now once again has to delay
I
it
need to
and
see
burn the
Kaisa
Baron.
build, but I think Maw is
They need
fine
to wait for
here.
the Baron. One more minute and that Elder Drake is gonna be up. Naos needs to push something. Naos needs to accelerate this game. I mean, it's too far away. A 9k gold lead is super hard to chase at this point. But when we reach a point and everybody has 3 items already inside of G2B, they can turn things around easily.
Yeah, and Golden Kite already upgraded one of her skills once more. And that's a good sign coming for the side of G2 Blacklist. It's all about playing the patience game and buying time to get items and to get that damage up and running for G2 Blacklist.
We're still waiting for any steals on that objective. G2B needs to find a way to steal that. Because if that happens, oh my, I'm really scared about this. Now Esports could really just end this if ever they want to, but they're lacking on the wave clear department. That's why G2B
I
can still
mean,
hold on to
this
this third
should
game
just
here.
be game over.
Now, it is now still utilizing the Baron buff to a T. Going for the push comes the Forge God.
Wait.
Forge God
Oh,
going in for
Mimo?
the Zeri.
He's
Mimo
just
needs to
smarter.
run away here. Lightning Crash was able to pull
What
him
the
back
fuck
to
was
the
that?
explosive cast. Aaron wants to go for the fight. Jump the waters is not gonna hit. Mirmo's gonna
the
be
fuck
dead.
was that from
And
Gragas?
G2B just wanted to get that shut down.
And Matsura still able to change things up. Nice stasis.
They're going for the Elder Drake now. They're starting it already. Okay.
Wait,
Fate was
Kha'Zix
able to
got
take
Elder.
it, and this is gonna be the end of it. Now
There we
Esports
go. That's
is
actually
just
very
gonna
smart.
finish this game. They were sneakily taking it.
KD.
Fate was there, and
KD's
this is
dead.
the dead Ornn.
Oh
KD, wow, what? This game's done. Call is just gonna end this game, and that is it. Infinity, we got ourselves a series.
Game number 3. That was really good before that ended. It was just KD playing Ring Around the Rosie up against it. But overall,
That's so funny.
that was a massive showing coming from Naos. We looked.
I
we
mean,
asked
they're gonna,
for
like-
a change, and they showed up big
It's
time.
gonna be really interesting to see if
Showing up in the
Now's gonna actually get a fucking team composition that's playable on red side here. That's the biggest question. Because if they can't fucking make something playable on red side, they're in grave danger. That's the biggest issue at this point. Because like they looked like they had no fucking clue what they were doing drafting game 1 on red side.
When you get ahead, the Fizz could really one-shot an ADC, which is really crazy to see. Got a 1-1, we got a whole series for us, guys.
Yeah, a whole series, and a while ago we had a game 3 best of 3 series. Now we're gonna have a 3-game best of 3 series again. Is this the caster's curse if both of us are the only casters in the day?
If you are the caster, that
Wait.
must be it.
No
That must
way.
be it.
Was it on me?
I think the last time that we casted too, it was
Last week, day
yeah,
4.
it was a 9-game day.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a long day. At least everybody's gonna be having fun with the day, just because of this whole series that we're having, G2B versus NAOS. A lot of fans are watching, and whoever wins this is gonna be at the top.
Yeah, now's the time, man. It's Mitsuru who's able to stack 27k damage, and we've mentioned this a while ago, around like 10 minutes into the matchup. It is already Mitsuru who's able to 1-up when it comes to the total item build, up against his individual matchup, up against Aaron, wherein the expectation is
By the way, can we fucking get Fade off this Kha'Zix, man? He is not good on this
not up against Fizz.
Homeboy saw
but
one
Mitsuru
long
just
VOD and was
enabled
like,
the
yeah, I
game,
can do that
just
shit.
enabled and
cook.
sped up, accelerated
He is
the
not
into
cooking.
the success for game number 2, which led them to 3 games.
That said, Mitsuru Margot, they have been
And Mitsuru
the
are
fucking
ones that are
standouts
looking
of this
forward to get the
series.
MVP. But having a 12-0-7 on a Fizz, that just basically sells it. Mitsuru is gonna get the MVP here.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's just a really, really strong. Like, when's the last time we saw that amount of KDA in a single team? That's just so much.
4-0 and 13 on the Gragas. Wait, I'm not sure.
Oh!
That's Margo taking it. That's when I saw the 4-0-13. That might be the steal.
But
Margo takes the MVP. And again, everybody, this was just...
No, this is a great
Still are
MVP.
going for a
Genuinely, the
game three.
MVP system got it right this time.
Really happy that this is how everything developed here in the series, in the APAC conference, or should I say PH versus PH matchup. We're just gonna be taking a short break before we head into the next game, everybody. See you guys in just a bit.
I will be going to grab some fucking water. Give me 1 second, because I'm thirsty as fuck.
With the race
Can't
start
see that
of
shit.
the arena, what are the highlights of the new season that deserve your attention? Let's find out together. The WRL is divided into 2 conferences, WRL
There we go.
CN
I'll be right back.
and WRL APAC. 11 teams from the WRL CN conference and 8 from WRL APAC conference will compete through the regular stage, playoffs, and finals to vie for ultimate glory. All matches will be played in a BO3 format in the regular stage. The 19 participating teams will compete within and across their conferences. Each team will play a single round robin with every other team within their conference once, and half of the teams from the other conference once. Throughout the regular stage, teams will be ranked based on their points within their conference. The top 8 teams from the WRLCN conference and the top 4 teams from the WRL APAC conference will qualify for the playoffs. The playoffs will adopt the BO7 double elimination format, and all teams will be ranked separately within their conference. Only the top 2 teams from each conference playoffs will advance to the finals, vying for the championship. Additionally, in the WRLA2 regular stage, the priority set selection will be determined through an A run, preheating the vibe before the official game kicks off. Wild Rift League Asia Season 2 regular stage will officially kick off on November 1st, with the 19 top-tier teams assembled and ready for action. The battles are fierce, and the stakes are high. Which team will ultimately rise to the top? Stay tuned for the epic conclusion.
See, it's just a scarecrow.
I better not see any more bullshit about them switching up the times on us. I just want my break to be over. I don't want to watch these guys fucking. Hey guys, there's actually 3 more minutes on the clock. My bad, bro. No, get the fuck out of here with that shit. It's time to check Twitter.
There's something about games.
What you're doing there gives you real chills.
There is one thing that can't be stopped.
Feelings. And if you can feel it,
It must be real, right?
that's
That's real magic.
Okay, we got 5 seconds, so. Finally.
Welcome back, everybody. We have 1-1. We have a series in our hands. It was G2B winning the first game and now us winning the second game. And we have game 3. This is going to be the last one for sure, right?
Yeah, 100%. But expectedly, G2 Blacklist could prioritize blue side.
Honestly, if they go for... Yeah, there you go. As you were saying.
Yep,
it's gonna
that
be
makes
blue
sense.
side for G2B.
Like if I was G2B, I'd probably prefer red
Overall,
here
right
in terms of
now,
like
I
how I
prefer
want to
red.
draft, but
Blue
like
side is
just
just
being able to ban Jax Vi 1-2 makes this game so much harder for
And
Naos.
also the flexibility of second place.
And so far, it has been really helpful for a lot of our teams.
That said, I want to see
The
some
way
fucking
these things are gonna
mid
go
support
is
bans
Honestly,
because they've been the difference makers in this
different
series.
moving forward, because with what we have
They're gonna be
seen
one
from
Camille.
G2 Blacklist, what they can
Do
do
they ban
is
Hecarim
to
here? I feel like
stop
you have to.
the early game damage
Ban
coming from
Hecarim,
Naos because of
that's
that
what I'd
phase
say.
from Minnesota.
If they leave
Naos
Hecarim
really
open,
scary that
they've got
game.
some shit cooked up, but yeah,
And
Hecarim's
now
not
the
worth
question
it.
is, what would
Yeah.
G2 Blacklist
He's
do
way too fucking
coming
good
into
right now.
game like 2? Because thus far, they're not going to ban away Fizz. And I think this comes into mind that if Naos Esports prioritizes Fizz into the first rotation picks,
Yeah.
a lot of champions will be removed to their table.
The casters are talking about Fizz getting picked. He's not going to be fucking blinded. They're coping their ass off. What we're likely to see is like a Vladimir here or here, protected by double Fizz Akali bans, like cast Akali bans.
That's gonna be an option for them.
Yes.
There is a
Okay,
Nord
that's a
that
good
is
pick. I
possible
like
for
that.
Naos, but they go for Gragas instead.
I'd like to see ADC
I
here.
guess on tomorrow,
Maybe like Kaisa.
I'm not going to ask for I'm not going to ask for any other champions than this
You
Margot
could go
or
full
the
counter
Battle
dive here,
Esports.
like
With Margot playing
Kaisa,
really
Wukong.
amazingly. But the question is now onto the second
I
thing.
think
What
that works.
will it
Ezreal similar. is more idea.
Ezreal being locked in.
I like that.
Ooh. Wait, what?
This of
That is
takeover.
Ezreal being locked in by
Malphite?
Margot. That is, yeah, way.
I like Ezreal
better
because
setup.
he's got a
Yeah,
lot of
'cause
lane
honestly,
prio. He just
Ezreal
becomes
is a
like
good
the
pick against this area. It
the
just makes
fucking
it early game
dominant
way
laner
easier.
that we all
The
dream to be.
Malphite being hovered here by G2.
If they
It's not gonna be
go
quick, that's just-
Renekton here,
I was getting baited. I was in
I mean,
hopes
this is
for the
fine,
Malphite
but
because if
you
go
could
for
go
the Malphite,
Aatrox
you
here.
go for the Yasuo once
You have
again.
like Aatrox, you have Riven, you have Gwen. Like, I think there's a lot of options that you could hold to like 3, 4, 5 for counter pick.
I love this.
Evelyn
because
is up.
Malphite went in for the Ezreal, something that you should
They did drop that to ban the Camille.
but how will KD play this
So the
specific
question
champion?
is now, what do you
Because so
do?
far, from what we have seen,
Do you want to
KD
like
play,
grab
it's
maybe
the
Ash
Evelyn.
here
It is
and
the
then
Jace that is being
play
seen.
a vision control game?
Now Evelyn coming to G2 Blackers could change the tempo of game 3.
I actually kind of like Garen.
That Evelyn is a good pick.
Like,
Because
although I think I
Garen
would
can
have
go for
preferred
advantage,
Aatrox, I think that
Side
Aatrox is a
Naos.
little bit better in this scenario.
This
Because I like him into this like matchup spread. I think Garen is fine here as well. He's really hard to gank,
Vladimir is gonna be bad.
and he's a really good hull breaker, really good user of hull breaker. Scales incredibly well still, so I like that.
You can really one-shot Evelyn if ever you want.
A Kali ban. So if they ban Cass here, they're going to go Vlad 4, which wouldn't surprise me. So that's where I'm immediately thinking when I see an Akali ban.
You have mentioned a while ago it has
You kind of need, like I said, you kind of need ban too. So yeah, I don't know if this is bait. I don't know if this is like. So it's important to know that like I obviously knew they were considering the Vlad here. I think G2B knew the exact same thing, so they're like, okay, we banned Vlad. They respond with a Yasuo ban. I mean, it's okay. Like, Aaron looked okay on it in game 1. Banning the Kazakhs, I like this. We've only seen Fate play Vi Kazakhs so far. So what is he going to play, here or here? Lilia.
The bot lane.
Oh, Lilia!
Lilia going into Naos. Once
What
again,
is that?
bringing up these untraditional picks.
Fate has always been great with.
I don't know if I like this. We'll see.
That's why
It'll
I'm
depend on if they have anything here. Because I feel like Lilia without some sort of
Naos went
setup
in for AP double.
feels really
You could
bad.
definitely go for the Ash pickup. If ever
Because like
someone wants to
she
bring it up
she
from
does get a lot of
the
MS, but like she's kind of weak into movement.
just to really just
Like
change the tide
CC.
of this
Like
game in
I
the
feel like she's
series.
gonna get pissed stomped by Evelyn early game.
But G2
Like I don't see how you
has
actually
the
maintain
priority on
control
Nautilus
over your
and
jungle,
possible Zoe pickup.
which is the
Also has
biggest
so much
issue.
book built
Like
into
this,
the
like this. Both
Yeah.
good.
Oh, the Cassidy!
I don't like this. I think these last two picks are really bad. The Cassidy and the Lilia, like I don't like it at all. I would have rather liked to have seen like something that's like a Shen or
Especially
like
going into the side
something
lane.
that has enough
If
early
you
game
use
power
sides
to
of,
just
like,
say no, Evelyn, get the fuck out of here.
Zeri, it's just a
I'm gonna say
second depth,
Aatrox
it's just a second
again.
depth here.
I think Xin Zhao would also be kind of nice here.
So definitely
I like Xin Zhao, especially into like these sort of like run at you matchups.
And also the bot lane. How
I also say Aatrox because I think that Aatrox is probably the best Maw user in the game, except for anyone that buys Runans, because Runans is obviously busted in the current patch. That excluded. But I think that Aatrox is who I would have immediately said.
This is gonna be a good start. They could go for the early game on the side G2B and maybe snowball that against the members of NAOS Esports.
something that I'm just a little bit fearful.
I mean, I think Naos.
How this would play out for me. Because
I
they
don't
went
love
again,
the
they went
matchups.
for
Like I said, I think
the
Lilia, Cassidy are kind of
Lilia.
dog early.
It's something that we haven't
And I think they're gonna get pissed stomped. And we've seen that
How
like
would
so
they
far the
go
most
on
important
this
factors in these two games has been like getting an early lead and then like maintaining and controlling that lead. So I don't love this composition. That said, I think it's playable and like if they can survive the early game and not actually get super far behind, they might be able to win. I don't know though.
G2B is not gonna let that happen.
Not gonna let that happen now.
Where's the eye in
Holding
Infinity,
up
buddy?
the hopes to be able to beat down the childhood heroes, G2 Blacklist. But remember, if NAOS Esports win this, they will be on the win streak and they will have no loss as of yet in season.
See again, this is the biggest issue. You're fighting against Level in level 1.
To prove against a lot of the squads that we have here. Lilia against a Nevelin, very untraditional.
I mean, resetting it.
matchup
What are we looking at here?
for their jungle.
Wait, hold the fuck up. Go back.
It's a Nevelin,
Why was this
very
so quick?
untraditional.
Okay. All normal stuff.
Matchup. After you're using an Evelyn, go to the other side of the jungle. Numbers from the side of G2.
Okay, what the fuck happened here?
For
So Evelyn's gonna get these two.
Look at how aggressive KD is being here on the jungle.
Fate's just gonna go drop this and go
They're taking
blue.
a long time. There's a lot of members from the side of G2B that
Right, acting gets pushed. He's using up help proxy.
so that
Okay.
they would easily take down this jungle. This has always been the case whenever you're using an Evelyn, go to the other side of the jungle.
Yeah, it's just good macro as well. CP triple bubble.
Okay, could he go for the flash though? Nice block by Mitsura.
Yeah, right now, Draw is just having
we're gonna
the
2x
safety net
this.
for Aaron that he needs because of the first safety. But what I was about to say is the really good macro that G2B is doing. They know that KD is going to first. They know that they're going to
Oh, this is a shitty invade by Fate.
Let's see where he is.
Good
Rotation's
smite,
back
has
in.
the
They got the flash,
flash.
they're gonna go in.
They
dash
get the
in forward,
first
dodge the
blood.
light, but Blood is going to die.
Trade
Yes,
back.
Golden Fight connect.
1
They still have
for
2 members right here. Here
1.
comes KD to go up the support. They have one. The damage is not enough. Aaron can still help him out.
So
He still
2
has the
for
single double
1,
after,
right?
but here comes the battle star from far away. The charge is not gonna hit, and the sleepy trouble bubble is gonna be going on Mitsura.
Yeah,
Mitsura might be the one
2
dead
for
here. There's a lot
1.
of damage, but because they're both KD champions, Mitsura can go for the fight flashes in.
2 for 2. 3 for 2. What the fuck is happening? 4 for 2. What the fuck now?
By trade in favor for Naos. G2 Blacklist overextended into chasing Margo down. That became the decrement for the team.
Oh my goodness.
That's just an insanely good team fight. And now Naos is literally just in full control of the game.
This is not something that you always see. Yes, they did that during season 1, but when G2B got
I'm
the
gonna pause for like half a second and let it.
runner-up placement,
Stop
I wasn't
buffering so
expecting this to
badly.
happen.
Yeah, it's just because of the achievement that they were able to achieve in season 1, representing APAC and representing the Filipino fans into the final stage up against the Titans of League of Legends.
What is gonna be
Just
coming
too much,
in?
but
I don't love that
right now,
Mitsura
Naos
is letting these
fast
big ass
up
waves
against
come
G2
in.
Blacklist.
I'm not stopping at this early game. I'm loving the development here from Naos. Fate has been
Like
such a
I'd
great
like him to
addition here.
sacrifice some
For
HP to go
Naos, they have been
try to
a
fight
lot
those
more
off and like not let
decisive
that
when it comes to
as big a
these
wave crash
fights. Yes,
in.
that fight was not the cleanest, but Naos got on top there.
A lot of aggression in the G2 Blacklist to go for the recall.
Okay, they can go in for the mid
Good
lane.
protection
Mitsura
by
is still
Margot.
Very, very tanky.
Mitsura's
Would have the
dead.
rip walking just a
Aaron
bit.
should be
Last
dead
to
as
end his
well.
life.
This is gonna be a
Aaron
2 for
was
1,
just
looks like.
moving forward, and with that, Troy's gonna be next. A 2 for 1 in the mid lane.
Yeah.
I mean
Just
this is
too much.
again
Naos
very
getting the 1
good for
2
now.
trade once again into the mid lane.
Both mid laners
That
die,
was
so
just
no one's
so
missing a ton of
impressive.
CS
G2
here.
Blacklist going into the backside was a really good attempt. But the thing is, Margo is still there. Right? And you have the explosive cast to deny that possible for the engage.
I mean, Aaron
Draw
already
is
got
also
waves,
there,
so that
but the
doesn't
thing
feel
is,
great,
they've
but like
already
wave
used
gets
up the
cleared out
flash,
by
they've
the Lilia,
already
so.
used up the ultimate. And it was Naos who bit back G2 Black.
Margo has been super good at just defending their teammates, especially in the mid lane. The only problem here is G2B always goes in for the mid lane, wants to deny Mitsura the early game, but the problem there is against
I mean-
magic damage, Akasadin is not going to be afraid of that.
Yeah. And it's
Again,
so difficult.
he's conserving his health very well,
It's Mitsura
but
who's just
I'm
able to
worried
walk in
that
and out
if
of
he
fights,
plays
and that's just
against
the capability that
maybe a
the
more
Cassidy
aggressive
has
style mid
into
laner,
his game. And
because
plus,
I
you
don't
have the
consider
body
Nian to
slam,
be
you
one
have
of the better
the
mid laners. I think he's one of the
awareness,
worst
the
mid laners in
micro
China, honestly.
that Margo has
So
impact.
like if he's playing against a better
It's
mid
just
laner, I feel like he's gonna get punished by this
Yeah.
mid jungle.
And for
Like
now,
I don't know.
with the rotation, I've been seeing a lot of great things from Margo. Margo has always been at the top against Raw this 2 games so far, Game Mode 2 and Game 3. Margo has been first to the picture rather than
I mean,
having
like I
Raw
said, I was
on
not a
that
fan of
side.
how
Now,
Margo played
having
the
Jeff
first couple of
coming in,
games in
I am excited to see how this
WRLA. I
fight's
think that he
gonna
played
go.
that very poorly, but like he's played
it's a
very well
different story,
his last
right?
couple of
It's
games.
always Margo who is
Very well, specifically these
dictating
last
where
2 games.
Draw
I think he's
is
played very well.
It's not
That's
Draw going in for the mirror rotations. It is always Margo going first and forcing the hand of Draw to
Trading
go into
Herald
the safe position to
for
not let that huge advantage go to Naos.
Drake.
Yeah, G2B
Also,
got
don't
the
love
on
the
this
goal
side.
lead is just
The sound of the
closing.
mid
I
lane would
don't
be
know
falling,
what's
2000
going on with
HP.
that.
That's
Is it just
4
wave state?
stacks of gold that is going to go through the hands of G2B. Really good way to
I'm
start
really
for
interested
them.
to see
They
if this
are
is
gonna
going to ever
bridge
be
that
consistent,
gap.
where they're just
They
dropping
hang
a
on,
ton
But
of
that
mid
is
prio
ultimate gonna
to go
happen.
into,
Living Lullaby is
you
gonna be
know,
dead with explosive cast close
go
to
push for
Aaron.
bot.
He's gonna be close and dead.
Because
That
it
is
doesn't
what
feel like
was
it's going to
that
win against
Margo.
like the best teams. 'Cause,
Margo and
like a good
Lilia
CN team is going to
making
punish
it
you super hard
happen.
for not having this mid turret
Margo
early.
went in as soon as the Steve connected. He just
Oh,
went in
man.
for the body slam. Went in as well with the explosive cast as
I
well.
mean, I like the sleep play.
Aaron
Good
into
play.
a different position. It was. I'm telling you, Margo is just built different.
Oh man, Marco has been so crazy this game 2 and game 3. The reaction, the timing, the connection from Naos Esports.
Like I said, I haven't
Oh,
loved Fate
man.
this series,
This is
but
such
at the
a
same
glow up
time,
from this
I don't.
team.
Yeah. You have
You don't need to love everybody every
the
series,
most
you know?
improved
Like,
laner at the side of G2 Blacklist, but you also
sometimes
have
it's okay to have a
possible-
fucking off day.
the most improved team coming in from season 1 here to season 2.
With season 1 away from us and season 2, a different era has already been born. Now, what can they do or more? What surprises? I'm just waiting for all the surprises that they can give us.
Yeah. And now you have Margot still there.
Wait, this
Blacklist is no
already.
information. Now going for the
Yeah.
Proto Belt.
They're gonna follow through. They're gonna be
Proto Belt's is
denying
super useful there because you can see Proto Belt's to stop the shield, and then immediately afterwards use the Poison to get the CC.
Still good, but now they're gonna be starting this now. They're waiting for it. Oh, almost close.
Yeah, if Margot was able to isolate one target under the turret,
Great
Riftwalk can
pass.
happen.
And now Mitsuda's gonna be here.
Wait, they
KD,
caught
super
KD.
fast for the
They're
great
in
silence to
neutrals
deny
now.
the last caress. They have one onto the back line. They're gonna be chasing down this. Dak Raw is gonna be next on the chopping block. They're gonna be
Wait.
trying to kill him as fast as they could. They go for the dredge line. They try to get for the kill. They have
Wait,
like,
this is not good.
From Golden Kite is crazy. Look at that. He's still following through. He's still not stopping. But that is enough. 2 kills on the board for them.
Yeah, good utilization of ultimate coming from Aaron, or while Golden Kite rather just changed things up, got the double kill away from Naos, and that was the signal for them to retreat. They cannot fight G2 Blacklist, but Golden Kite and Aaron still available into that engage.
Yeah, Golden Kite. Oh, on the back line with the lightning crash. The chain lightning still helped them out in order for them to win that fight.
Yeah, but looking at the opposite side is G2 Blacklist and Naos here on top. It's Ime versus Calm. And Calm is just getting targeted by Ime.
I mean,
You
he's
have
just
the
taking
follow
too
through
much
flash,
damage
It's just a
in
1v1
terms of,
happening.
like,
You have
being
the
under the
stun
turret.
coming in.
Oh,
It's just a lot. A lot.
Trade
Oh,
one
is
for
he
one
gonna
now.
die
It's a 1 for 1.
Oh, that's a 1 for 1. No. But again, everybody, we're still waiting for the next objective. 2 minutes before
Wondering
the
what
next
the
round
Cassidon
comes in.
has as a build.
And seeing some good things from Nas.
Like, I don't know if he has the, because I think the Seraphs,
It is G2 Blacklist who wants to go a little bit.
and then Crown
Right
and
now, Katie.
build is just the
Toss
best
being
right now.
chased. Right now, Fate wouldn't have the answer here. Have to see Pachobble Bubble in this guy. But that true shot barrage. Oh, wow.
G2 Blacklist was just able to look into the top laner for Naos. Goes in for the charm, goes follow through with the sipping trouble bubble as well. After that, it's just full on combo for G2 Blacklist with a double AP champion. First thing Garen
I
down.
mean,
Yeah.
we're just
Love
waiting
this
at this
from
point.
GTB.
I think we're
Even
gonna
though they
wait for the
didn't get the
neutral.
dragon, they have 2 towers
Drake
down
is up
right
in a
inside of
couple of
Naos
minutes.
Esports. And this is what they need to do. They need to
Push
get
out
the
mid
goal
wave,
lead, very
ping
incisive
pong out
goal lead
the
against Naos Esports.
top wave.
Because now, what G2B could do here
I like to
is
see
just
Garen go
stop
top
the
and then
bleeding from
push
last
out.
game, just to get the momentum back before they're actually confident on taking another fight.
I mean, you can
Bye-
see
bye-
how
bye-
punishing
put
not
Meta
having
Knight
your
on
mid
it.
turret is.
Right onto
Yeah.
G2 Blacklist's Scar is coming in from game number 2.
This is
But so
exactly
far,
why I don't
they
love
already
giving
got
up early.
2k gold lead, 3k gold lead up against Naos, and they are playing at the very
So they know
good
Eve
and
is here on Drake.
consistent pace
Are they
up
giving it?
against Naos, denying them of the gold advantage they priorly had.
Yeah, we're seeing some cracks on the side of Naos Esports because they don't have damage in this early game. They would need the Costream to have more damage. That's going to be 1 already. That's the dragon easily taken by them. And now
Margot.
Margot is going to go in. Was able to push back Aaron. They got the flash. Was able to hold on to one. There's going to be a
team fight.
1v4.
Look at
Make up
Zeri.
5v5. That's going to be 1 dead. Calm is going to fall down. G2B. Are they going to stop at here?
Draw.
They're going to be holding down Margot. No more setups for them. And this is G2B still going. And Ime. Ruleless Predator onto Mitsura. But Naos is still not getting any kills
fucking
among
hate
the
that
members of
Naos
G2B.
drops
Still
mid-prio.
got one, but
I hate
dredge
that
line
Naos
was denied
drops
by the
mid
crowd.
prio. Stop dropping mid prio.
KD.
Okay, moving front. Last caress. Exhausted. Not enough execution.
Oh
Damage.
my.
Fate. Almost dies there to the battle star.
So much damage coming in from Aaron. This is the power of Zoe. When it comes to the first item, he just provides so much capability for the team.
Oh man, G2B. Golden Kite is so fed this game.
Any Zoe fans in the
It's not
chat?
gonna matter
She's
if
just
they
so
try to go
quirky.
to the back line. Still not gonna be easy to get down on Zeri. And Golden Kite would be
He managed to get this turret.
the
Does he die
golden
for it?
man of this game.
Maybe.
And like a top, into the top side goes for the flash.
Ooh, gets it. One more decisive strike could end his life. Gets the honey fruit. Ime 1 HP. But God
No
is still gonna
shot.
chase down with a dominus. Perfect timing. What is that,
no way.
Ime?
That's
So
just
much
a fuck up on the
sustainability, and he
ult.
clutched up with the 100 as
Yeah,
well,
he
and now
didn't
it's
have
Aaron
money
and
on
Draw
it, so he fucked
coming
up.
into top lane.
They get that turret though.
No. Now that's
Biggest
gonna be
issue
powered
is
down
that
on the
bad
bot
boy.
side, or rather on the top side.
Cause like you
Now
can
it's
just see here a
slowly
lot less
crawling.
control.
Back to this game.
And look at the gold distribution. Aaron, Katie, Golden Kite getting the topmost gold distribution throughout both these teams with 9.6k gold across the board. So these carries are getting sufficient amount of gold, and their jungler as well. This is what G2 Blacklist wants.
I mean, he's scaling really well though.
For now to be
I wonder what he's gonna build with this. Maybe like can't build like Dawn Shroud, maybe Armance.
Once the late game hits, that is where Naos could
I
have
doubt
a
he'd
problem
go-
here. They might be lacking in damage later on.
I doubt he'd go Wits
Oh,
End,
yeah.
but it'd be very funny.
Being seen by Lilia. Baron is still available. No information for now.
Ooh, take this fast. At 12 minutes, that Baron could be taken easily by the Evelyn and Golden Kite. So KD could just wait for this. Just need to get information. They're just getting.
Oh, Gragas again, very nice because he can just kind of continue to pop barrels over here and use it like a mini ward.
On the hands of G2B because they're slowly creeping in the jungle of Naos.
But the thing is, G2 Blacklist is just delaying this fight. They don't need to force an all-in because you have pushing into the bottom lane. You have Katie also controlling the wave into top side.
Ooh, exhausted.
Then again, the value of
Oh,
Ezreal is he
Margo.
has a free flash on a
Remember,
20-second cooldown.
Go into deny Renekton into the bottom lane. G2 Blacklist could now force a fight.
Might go for Fate. Aaron is going to
Forcing
be
the
here.
flash.
Force the flash. So that is good already. The use of ultimates, but the flash from Fate
I
should have been
mean,
important.
They could start up Baron.
Everyone's
And
playing.
like, because they know the Lilia doesn't have flash, so you could just try to
If
force.
someone loses a fight into the following matchup,
Oh, wait.
the team
Okay, I
that
was
wins it
scared.
will get the Baron.
I was scared for that. The
Calm
jungle
gets
bubble
this
on
turret,
Kassadin.
yeah.
I mean, Kassadin could really tank that
Gotta
damage
get the
here.
fuck out of here though.
Like Calm just pushing down the towers. And he might be
Wait.
killed here in the process, but it's all right for the team. Ime is still chasing down. One last caress
Calm
could end his
does
life. He
that,
doesn't
that's
even
not
need to
good.
do that. Mitsura, look at that.
Force
Was able
cleanse.
to cleanse it with the Quicksilver enchant. Was
I
able to
mean,
run
they're
away.
gonna not have side pressure for 20-30 seconds now.
Safely into the matchup, but QSS used is
32 is a
really
really
unfortunate
long death time to work with here.
for the sleeping
Means they
jungle
probably
up
have to give
the
Ocean.
line. So far, it's G Blacklist who has a huge lead still up against now, still sustaining and being really consistent on the game.
They're having a hard time trying to engage against.
I
the
don't love
pillars
using
of
E here,
G2B.
because
That's
it's
the reason
self-slows,
why
so I
They
don't
really
want that.
need Margo to make things work here. Mitsura's still at level 12.
I think that it'd be better to
It's
just
gonna be
keep
hard until
running
he
and
reaches level
sack
13.
any
If he
damage you're
reaches
gonna do.
level 13, that is when he's gonna jumpstart this game.
Although really
He went
unfortunate
Roa,
thing is, it's Zeri who's
so he's not
already
gonna
been
actually get
up
Rabadons
closely
this
in
game.
his
You can
first
tell
fight
because he
and
doesn't
really
have
close by because
the
he already
component
has
right there. He has the
already
Lost
has
Chapter instead. He's going
the
Crown.
penetration
So because he goes
boost.
Roa, Seraph's
That's
Crown, he's not gonna have
really
any
fun.
damage this game.
Yeah, Ocean Drink's being taken. Really bit. Oh, close. 300 HP. But G2B
This is just a
is gonna back
this
away.
is exactly when people
Really
talk
want to
about like
get that
build errors
Baron.
costing
They're
you
gonna be
games,
securing some
because
vision
he's
this
gonna
side.
have no damage now.
Vision already 5k gold lead still by G2 Blacklist. They now have the priority when it comes to the top quadrant jungle.
Yep. We're seeing Fate. Some
That
damage
is
coming into
kinda
their
stuck
side.
there.
Still have some mark on their head, but they're gonna be seeing
It's
Mitsura.
out.
He would be able to rip walk away. That's KD dead. They have a Mitsura enchant on the
Wait,
back line, but they
KD's
are gonna
dead.
be able to
Golden
dodge
Kite's
away. Remember,
flash.
trying to deal some damage against Golden Kite. But it's still okay. Still okay for now. But their tower and bot lane has been taken down.
Yeah, they have been
Can I
taking
use
a
the bot
lot
turret?
of
Can I
macro
stop him
plays
for
still for
in here?
G2 Blacklist.
Yeah.
This is what we're mentioning before.
They get
how
out.
G2
Do they get Baron
Blacklist
here?
just utilize into
I mean,
baiting.
this is exactly if you're
Naos
going to do Baron,
increase
now is the
really
fucking
engages
time. You have
into
20
mini
seconds to
walls
do it
where Ender Renekton
before it
pushing
actually
on the
like
opposite
becomes
part of the
impossible
map.
to
They
do.
secure the tier 2 turret.
If they don't do
in the
Baron
bottom
here,
lane.
they're not
And from what they're seeing
they're
now,
not shit. I'm
they're
gonna
looking for
say.
any opportunities that they can.
This is literally the
That
best
misstep
time you
from
will ever
G2B
get
could
to do
be
Baron in
one
your
many.
life.
But they
I
should
guess they're just
find a
not
way
gonna
to
fucking
start
do it.
fights themselves. Because if not, this gold lead is just gonna stay at that.
It definitely is scary that Naos has to do something and force something, because G2 Blacklist, if they just delay it, they're gonna have massive advantage. Why they have
See,
Zoe, they
the
have
casters
Zoe,
are saying this, but they don't
just
understand
look
what's
into
actually
Zoe,
happening in
just
the game.
have the
And
target
because they don't
on
actually understand what's
Murmur,
happening in the game, they're
that's
gonna say
just a
this.
huge difficult thing for
G2 needs to force
Right,
something
so
now. Because
now G2
5k
has to
gold
make
matters less and less as the game goes on, right? And once the Cassian
Just
gets his
get a
4th
fighting
item
man, little
in this
all
game,
about.
the game is over. You no longer get to play the game if you are a player on G2
Miramo's half
Blacklist.
HP,
You're going to
and
get
Katie's
fucking
coming in.
obliterated
Needs to be careful in
by
the right
like
side of the
the
map.
Cassian going
Just from one
ult
shot. And Katie
EW.
also has the crown.
Oh, gets it in the end. Katie's gonna be able to run away here. Rip Fox is gonna be used by Mitsuna. One
Silence.
more, but Katie
Again, this is what I'm talking about. Well, the Gragas has no damage because he buys the row instead of buying the Rabadon's death cap. So the game
Yeah,
is
that was
literally
a quick
over unless he can get the
rotation,
Rabadons,
thinking coming
but
from
he's
Katie.
never
You
gonna
know
get the
what? Ine
chance
is on
now.
the bottom lane. Let's use Ascaris
The ADC
to
died.
dodge the silence. It was just really good overall. He also had the crown to have that extra safety net. So now that Naos lost Murmur, they lost.
Are they
huge
dropping at Baron?
That is enough. That is enough for them to call the Baron. And in 30 seconds, we're going to have the next objective, which is going to be the Elder Drake.
They're gonna drop
From what
it.
we're seeing now is really looking to go for
Again, this is what I mean. He has
anything
no
that they can
fucking
get is
damage.
gonna be enough. Ime is going to be rolling
Like,
away. They're going to be losing
Cassidy
this on
should
the
be
Elder
doing
Drake fight,
way
so this
more
might
than
be a
that
4v5.
with
Really good angle
the
for
amount
him.
of gold that he has
Naos,
and his
actually,
status in the
he's
game,
still
but
surviving. They
he
gotta
doesn't have
kill out the
Rabadons,
bottom lane,
which
remove
is like
Ime
actually a
from the board,
hugely important power
Thing is,
spike
G2
for
Blacklist
Cassidy.
still has 4 people
So
with the Baron buff. and
he's
they
not
have
actually gonna do damage.
7.5k gold lead with 2k gold increase from their prior gold advantage from that fight
I
alone.
mean, they have
They
30-ish
can
seconds
focus.
before Ranking
They
is
are
dead, so
5-man strong.
Who
5-man
knows?
unit. G2B only has 4.
what the fuck
If
are you
everybody's
standing there for?
starting
You
to
know
be the
everyone's
first
over
target,
there.
Mitsura is able to rip walk away. One more shot coming in with that charge. Paddle start from Aaron was perfect. And now
Why
it's
are
gonna be
you
a 4v4.
standing there if everyone's
Their numbers
vision goes
advantage
on?
turned into an even level playing field, but they're still
This
fighting.
is not a good
Yeah, they
fight.
still
Hold
don't
up,
have
Margot.
one of their persons right
It's a
there
nice
on the
cast,
back
but there's
line.
no
Katie might
follow-up.
go in. Margot is now gonna die. No HP on
Normal.
their side. Aaron is such a monster this game.
This game is
He's
over.
hitting every paddle start that is needed by G2B.
And now with the Elder Drake as well in favor for G2 Blacklist, it's just overcoming it from Naos.
Aaron is just crazy with his Zoe. He single-handedly just made everybody's life hard on the side of Naos.
I mean,
G2B just
if
followed
anybody
suit
wants to know
after
what
he
the
got
fuck the
kill.
issue was this
And
game,
this game is for
Naos didn't do
G2B
Baron,
to
and their
take
fucking
revenge
Cassidy
from
owned
the
them.
2-1 from
They
last
literally
season, and
trolled
they get it
themselves.
this time around in
Can't
season
stand
2.
these
The
shit builds,
redemption
man.
game.
It also
coming
doesn't
in
help
from
that they like
G2
didn't win a
Blacklist
singular
up
team fight
against
after the early
Naos,
game.
redeeming
but,
back their name.
You know, they
here
were. I
in
think they were saving
season
the scale,
2.
which is fine.
That will deny the win.
I also don't love that they
coming in
gave
from
Drake
Naos.
multiple times.
That will be the first loss.